All right, guys. Welcome to the Stream Boy Podcast. I'm your host, MikeyT. And across from me is the other host, KurbStomped.
That's me. This sounds
Double
like,
host.
Double host. This is like episode 4, I think.
This is episode 4.
Wow.
We've got quite the show lined up for you. I was a little bit worried at the beginning of the week that we weren't going to have enough material to fill it out, but it's filled out quite nicely.
Oh yeah, there's lots of stuff to talk about as usual.
Yep.
And it was mostly just because I couldn't put anything on the outline because my phone is a piece of garbage.
Yeah, you really need to get that laptop that I sent you.
Yes. Yeah, the hot pink laptop.
Hot pink Razer laptop.
I like it. I don't like the price, but I do like the color of it.
The rose gold. It's a rosy.
Is it rose
laptop?
gold?
I don't know.
I don't think it's rose gold. I think it's just
it
pink.
Rose gold. It
It's
is
just
rosy.
pink. So, yeah, I should, but I'm not taking that to work. It's just like at work, I got my phone. Okay, let me save this over there, and then it just crashes. So it's a piece of crap. But
Oh yes,
we got them.
upgrade your phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see from here that the glass is all cracked.
Don't look at my phone. I don't have permission to look at my
I'm
phone.
gonna phone shame you.
Believe me, I know it's broken, but I also like my money too much to buy a new phone. So.
I'm thinking about getting a Note.
Yes.
A Note 20.
Yes.
Just for
that's
easier.
a big ass phone.
Yes. It's got the stylus, just for easier note taking. Now that we're doing all this kind of stuff.
I guess maybe I don't want to carry that in my pocket at work though. It's just too big.
I have this phone for work with its OtterBox that's indestructible.
Yeah.
And then I'll have my personal phone where I can
Okay.
take notes about the podcast and things like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the old pen and paper route.
The old pen and paper
I think
route.
it's cheaper that way.
It is cheaper that way, but man, I hate writing on pen and paper.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I don't hate it, but
Yep, you're futuristic boy.
future boy.
I'm living in the past.
Yes.
So, how was your work week this week?
I was trying to think about that
Oh.
before we sat down. I'm like, what did I do this week? Did I do that night cut this week? Is that what I did?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know.
I don't know what you did.
I think that's what I did. I think, yeah, it was the 31st on
Sure.
Monday.
Yep.
Was it?
Sure.
Yes.
I think so.
So we definitely did that night cut that we tried to do the other week.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 16-hour day
Oh.
because they sent us up to do another job at noon. They were like, "Oh yeah, we booked you at noon to do this other job." Like, cool, that's awesome.
Nice. I like
we
it when that
were
happens.
planning on leaving at like 3 p.m. to go up there to do the job, and they're like, "Oh yeah, noon. We got you booked to go do
Wow.
a thing up in another city." I'm like, awesome.
Thank you.
But we did the night cut. It was very easy. It went very well. We got finished at 3 a.m.
Oh God, that sucks.
and then we went back to the hotel.
And partied?
Nah, I had a nap. I slept until like 9 and then drove back home.
Good God.
And then the bosses were like, "Hey, you want to do some more work?"
Oh
No.
Lord. No, I don't think so.
No, I'm going home.
Exactly.
See you tomorrow.
Exactly. That's ridiculous. Well, at least you got your work done.
Yeah, and that was about it. It was a pretty standard week. It didn't really do...
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I played this game called... I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
now.
lovely.
We just talked about it. I was just down at the nerd shop, and we were talking about it.
All the board games?
All the board games. And I
Like
can't.
a mobile game?
No, it's
A board game?
it's called Star Renegades.
Oh, Star
I had to look at my
Renegades.
Steam. It is
Yes.
probably the most beautiful pixel art I've ever seen in my life.
It looked pretty nice.
Yeah. And it hits me straight in the feels because that's the kind of game I grew up playing with, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
it
an
looked
ar-
like
it's
a PC game.
Oh yeah, definitely a PC game. It's an RPG roguelike with elements from Shadows of Mordor, Shadows of War. What's that Lord of the Rings game with the Nemesis system, and you play the guy and you're fighting the orcs?
It is
It's got-
Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of War.
Shadow of War,
Yeah.
Mordor edition,
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth,
Not Lord of the Rings. Middle
Yes.
Earth. Yes.
I mean, same world.
Well, for licensing, it's not. That's the thing, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's got like a Nemesis system like that, but then it's also
I
got
didn't notice that part.
it's also got elements from Darkest Dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
where they have like everyone gets along with people and they get friendlier and get to do better skill attacks with each other, like combo attacks. And then there's also like a camping system where you like play cards to increase relationships and stuff like that. And
Sounds like a game for nerds.
it's definitely a game.
It sounds like a Mikey game. No, it looked interesting. I saw you streaming a bit, and yeah, it looked cool. I don't know if I'd play it, but it looked cool anyways. I'd watch someone play it, I think, which is what I did.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
Nice.
beautiful game. What about you this week?
What about me this week? I just worked, and it was whatever. It was work. Didn't do too much. Just the usual garbage waste of time at work. Whatever. Nothing to say there. I started taking a vitamin D supplement because I realized I'm never in the sun. So I was probably needing some vitamin D in my life.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. You got to think about your health in your old age nowadays when you're a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Yes, exactly.
Is that meme still alive? Is it dead?
I mean, boomers are still alive.
Boomers are still alive, but I think the meme is dead.
Nah, it'll come back in 2022.
Probably.
Other than that, I didn't play any new games or anything. Actually, I didn't really do much for gaming this week. Too much. I played a little bit of The Witcher 3.
Oh?
Very little bit of The Witcher 3, just to see how it played on the Xbox One X. It's pretty good. Looks pretty good. And no, nothing else really. Kind of boring week.
Yeah?
Yep. Well, like this week I decided to take a little stream break for a week's vacation of streaming. So I realized, like, I basically streamed nonstop for, like, since I started pretty much. Well, except for when I was waiting for my computer. But after that, it was just all the time streaming. And I was like, I take a vacation from work, and I streamed, and, you know, I never take any time off. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a week off, just chill out. And I did.
That's good.
He was fine.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of streams. I didn't do any myself, but I watched a lot anyway, so it was good. And what about you for streaming this week?
Well, I streamed that
Star Renegade?
Star Renegade. Can't remember the name ever, even though I just say it. I streamed that. I think I streamed some Apex.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I streamed some Apex. And then on Friday, we had the big dual Friday night house party stream featuring Mr. Quibbs.
I saw that.
That was a good time.
It was interesting.
We DJ'd for 3 hours or so.
Yes. I think you guys need like the mic going so you can like unmute it.
Yeah, I need these two channels here are my microphone channels, and they have a ducking mode where it like drops the audio a lot, so you can talk over it.
Okay.
But I need a proper XLR mic to use that.
And you can't just talk over the stream.
No, because it's really loud in here.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's very loud. You can, if you stand it outside, you can hear it.
Oh,
pretty good.
See, you can't tell that from when you're watching.
No,
because you got the little cans on and everything sometimes, and I'm like, okay, they're just listening in the cans. And...
No, you turn, if you have your headphones on, turn it up to 11, and then that's how loud it is in here.
Oh,
so yeah,
okay.
It's really hard to talk.
Okay.
Over that kind of.
Need some RGB, more RGB in here for when you're doing that.
Yeah, the camera's having I need to take autofocus off. The camera's having a
Yeah,
real
it
hard
did have
time.
A little bit of trouble.
Real hard time. If I left, then it was like, uh-oh, what am I focusing on?
Yep. It was a good show though. I enjoyed it. I got a request in, so that was good. Always a fun time.
Yeah, somebody inevitably requests Sandstorm.
Oh shoot.
And so I might have to get a copy of Sandstorm.
Maybe.
Oh, I think I have a copy on vinyl.
You could just rip it from YouTube.
I could.
It's easy.
Yep.
And illegal, but that's okay.
And very poor quality.
Sure. Yeah, that's true too. That's okay though. They wouldn't even be able to tell.
No.
Just mix it up with something else.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, other than that, yeah, the week was nothing. So, yeah, nice and boring.
Yeah.
Which is good. A good change.
Yeah.
And the weather was nice here, so my walks to and from work were okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice weather. Well, I get to work in town next week, so expect some streams.
Some streams. Man, there should be a Revenant co-stream next week, maybe.
Oh, yes. We should definitely do that.
I played 10 minutes of that. It was something else. It was, yeah, I enjoyed it.
I haven't fired it up yet.
There's
it's installed. It's ready to go.
There seems to be like a tutorial thing you got to get through before you can play multiplayer.
Okay. So I should probably do that.
Yeah. I got to finish it too, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it looks fun.
So we'll see how it goes. But if we don't have any other important news to start talk about from our lives, let's just slide into the news.
The news.
We got some stuff to talk about now. So, NVIDIA announced all their new cards and shit.
Dropped a pretty big bomb.
What's the bomb?
The bomb.
Hmm.
It's the bomb.
Is that what it's called?
It's the price versus performance deal going on.
So, like, how is it that these new cards seem to be cheaper than the old cards? It's crazy.
I watched the announcement and I was like,
because isn't like a 2080 Ti like $1,600?
Yeah, 2080 Ti is ridiculously priced.
And isn't that like their newest one? Isn't even that much? Like the biggest one?
Yeah, the 3080 non-Ti version is $699 American.
So what does the Ti price mean?
Is it $699? That's just like their sport edition, you know.
Okay.
So it's better, it's faster. No, $799, I believe.
Okay, that's USD though, but still.
Nope, it is $699.
So, but USD?
USD.
Okay.
It's still a bunch of money for us.
Still, not that much more.
It's
not compared to the 2080.
No.
It's crazy.
I have a 1080 Ti in this system, and it was priced about the same for the MSRP. And then the 2080 came out, and it wasn't that much better. It's like people are like, nah, if you got a 1080 Ti, don't even bother with the 20 series unless you're getting a 2080 Ti, in which case you're, paying double. And then the performance leap to the 3080 is unreal. There's so many more cores. There's so much more in it. So like the ray tracing, the second version of that, whatever the hell, TR 2.0 or RT 2.0, is supposed to be 10 times, like way faster. I don't know if it's 10 times faster, but it's way faster. There's way more RT cores. There's way more tensor cores. There's way more cores.
So many cores.
There's so many cores.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I think it was a 14 nanometer
circuit
size,
basically, yeah,
to an 8 nanometer.
Seems smaller.
Yeah, they've teamed up with Samsung to produce these chips, and they're way better.
How long till we're just socketing a CPU into the graphics card?
Well, they're way better. The graphics card, the GPUs are way better at doing different things than the CPUs. So, like, why?
How long till you don't even have a motherboard? You just snap everything into your graphics card.
I don't know.
Just seems like the way it would be.
It might be.
So, like, can I fit one of these in my computer?
Yeah.
And it'll work in my computer?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But, it'll be slower, though.
Why?
We're rocking PC. Okay. No, you got this.
I don't know what I got.
Yeah, okay. You got a 7000 series.
Maybe.
Because you got the same one I got, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe. I think so.
You tell me. But I think it's PCIe 3.0.
So what do you mean slower?
So the data rate transfer from the GPU to the CPU will be slower in those 3.0 slots. The newer boards have 4.0 slots.
Will it look better than what I got now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
will. And like the 3070s that are coming out right now for $599? I think that's what they were.
Okay.
Are on par with the 2080 Ti's for power.
Okay.
For how good they are.
But I can, like,
and you can slap
RTX some Minecraft?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, and the 3070, like, I definitely want a 3070, but they're going to sell out, like, instantly.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care about getting one right away. That's not a big deal.
The price per performance is unreal. Like, they're just going to sell out like crazy.
So are these, like, going to be, like, they come out and everyone gets them, and then it's like, oh, whoops, we didn't test them properly, and now your computer burns down?
We're going to have to... at the end, we'll react to the trailer that they put out for how it works or what it can do. And it is unreal. It is photorealistic unreal. I'm like, is that just real life?
So why? I know. The price seems too crazy.
It is crazy. I think they're getting ahead of the new console launch, and they're going, hey, gamers, just get one of these.
I guess
now you're better than a console. Oh, and they have this new data transfer I/O system for the hard drives and stuff like that. It speeds up. You can take compressed textures from the game. It doesn't have to go to the CPU to decompress the textures. It just goes straight to the GPU to decompress the textures. So it's even faster loading.
Okay. Seems interesting. I don't know enough about it, but just seems like Are these cards bigger?
They are bigger.
Is
Monumentally bigger.
Is it going to fit in my tower?
The NVIDIA version of the cards are fairly large. Like I think the stats for the 3090, which is their flagship, they're not going to do a Titan this year. They're going to do the 3090, and it has like 10,000. The hell are those cores? Can't remember what the hell the name is right now. Oh,
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
10,000.
10,000
hullabaloos. Yeah.
What the hell are the cores now? It's not tensor cores.
Tensor bandages.
Tensor
Who knows?
bandages. Yeah. So this card is, I think it's a foot long and 5
Holy
inches
shit.
deep. It takes up 3 slots in the back.
Oh my god.
I've looked at some of the MSI
Good
cards,
gravy.
and they're not as big. Maybe
Okay.
they look quite a bit different. But I really like how the 30 series cards look. They look futuristic.
Okay.
They look like the future.
Again, I'm not gazing longingly in my computer, so that doesn't matter to me. Will they fit in my tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
3070 is just a standard size.
Am I going to need to put in like a box to hold it up?
I don't know. I don't know what the weight's going to be.
Is it
like
going to snap my motherboard in
It
half?
might snap your motherboard in half.
Good gravy.
I don't know what the weight is like on these
That's
things.
crazy.
But they might be, they might be fairly substantially heavy.
I would
Although
think
the
so.
PCB, like the actual card itself, is half the size almost of the regular ones.
I don't know
of the older ones. So that's the part that has all the electronics on it.
Okay.
So if you look at a video card, it's got the board, which is like this thin,
Mhm.
and then it's like maybe like
less
half
than an inch
thick.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is all cooling.
Oh.
So it's all heat pipes and
Okay.
fans and.
Does it light up?
backplates. I don't know if the stock ones will.
Mm,
I know the MSI ones will, because MSI.
poor form.
Oh yes.
So are the MSI ones going to be the same price?
Well, they have different versions where they're doing different clockings
Okay.
and stuff like that, so they're going to be a little bit different in price. I don't know
So
if they're going to be the same.
I don't understand how this works. Like, how can MSI make a graphics card like an NVIDIA graphics card? How does it work? I don't understand.
I think it's just licensing. They license out all the
Yeah.
stuff, and
So
then
like
they
I
do it
could
their
make my own
style.
company and license it out,
Yeah, you can license out the tech.
and I could make it look like
Yeah, make it look like
whatever.
Yeah, like a birthday cake. Whatever you want to do.
I don't want to do that.
No, it'd be awful.
No. Can I make it just look so boring?
Yeah, you can make it look like a black box. I mean, have you
okay.
seen my 1080 Ti? It's just a box.
No, I
with a
didn't.
fan in it.
I don't look into the
It's
CPU towers.
It's so underwhelming. But
I'm
it's a 1080
underwhelmed.
Ti.
It's a 1080 Ti. How much did that one cost you?
When I bought it, they were still going for like $1,400,
Oh, my
and I
lord.
got mine for $600.
Wow. Why so cheap?
And it was used.
Was he mining with it or something?
Yep. It was used for
Oh.
mining,
Okay. All right.
and I mean, it works just fine.
Yeah.
It's great.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's good.
but now I need a 2070.
You don't need one.
Yeah, but I want one.
There you go.
So
There's
I want
a little bit of a distinction there.
I've become obsessed with stream quality.
I've noticed. It's unhealthy, but I've noticed.
It's not like, oh yeah, I should just buy all this new stuff so I can get better encoded.
Yeah, but
so
what
that
if it
looks
doesn't work?
perfectly Perfect.
What if it doesn't work?
It'll work.
Oh,
If it doesn't work for encoding, it just goes straight into the gaming PC,
okay.
and then
Fair enough.
I
Fair enough.
get more frames.
You hope.
165 constant.
You hope, anyways.
Yeah, there's going to be a pretty big bottleneck from my CPU.
Yeah, I think so. That's okay, though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And yeah, so the MSRP is going to be that, but who knows how much it's going to ramp up due to demand. Like, how much
Yeah.
are people going to be pricing these things at on the site?
Well, I mean, from a regular vendor, they'll be just regular price, wouldn't they be? It's just resellers that'll be jacking them up.
Well, here's the thing: is that 1080 Ti's when they came out were $699 MSRP, but they were selling for $1,400, $1,500.
How come they can't make enough of these fucking things? Sorry to swear, but like seriously.
I don't know. I mean, the way the world is right now, we're definitely low on chips and all the manufacturing stuff.
But I thought we just had 2 weeks ago. We said there's too many chips now.
Well, there's too many RAM chips. Those for
different thing.
different chips.
Okay.
Because those are commodity. These are custom built things.
Okay, all right. Well, you think they'd build a new factory or something? Idiots.
It's also there was a leak on a Lenovo gaming page for their gaming computers that there's a 3070 Ti in the works as well, because they had that listed under the price. And the 3070 or the 1070s, 302070s was apparently, they're saying that's like the most popular of the graphics cards for their series. But I'm like, what about the 1060s? Like, I know more people with 1060s than 1070s.
That's pleb level card right there.
Yeah. And that's so there's rumors that there's going to be a 3070 Ti coming out at some point. And I mean, of course there's going to be, but
of course,
it was surprising that the Lenovo page is already listing that as a thing. Oh yeah, and as we were talking about the RTX IO, which is a GPU accelerated storage technology.
Of course,
bringing PS5 SSD performance to the PC. So that's what I was saying, that the GPU is going to be able to decompress textures and stuff like that.
So they got this in the PS5. It's not the PS5 technology, but that's what the PS5 going to be like.
Yeah, it's the speed.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's nice.
Yeah, it's crazy though. The GPU is going to be able to decompress all the textures. It's going to make things. That's so what I'm saying.
You're going to be just slotting your normal CPU into your graphics card soon.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you need a motherboard for anymore?
You know, if you want a sound card.
Yeah, just running out of the graphics card. It's cool. No big deal. I got the big ideas.
What are you going to plug your keyboard into?
They'll put a USB slot in the graphics card, of course. You're just going to buy a graphics card and everything's in it.
Everything's in it? It's just a box graphic card?
Yeah. Shit, yeah. It's a $12 idea. No problem.
I believe that's a thing already. It's like a little box.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like a little box PC.
Yep.
This is all graphics card.
That's all you need.
Maybe.
That's all you need. Yeah, hopefully they use something like this in the Xbox One X. God, Xbox Series X.
Xbox Series X.
So, yeah, anyways. Interesting time. I'll maybe get a new graphics card.
Yeah, I just want to get a whole new computer now.
Jeez Louise, man. How long have you been streaming for? You had like 3 computers in this time.
Well, because I do want to put the LAN in the basement, right?
Okay, right,
so
okay.
People can be
like, take it back.
I'll be like, hey, you're gonna come to my place.
We're gonna play some Command and Conquer together.
Yes. Little Command and Conquer Red Alert 3.
Yes, exactly. Very good.
Get them Tesla tanks going on.
Oh God. I think the only way to play that game was land up on the PlayStation 1 like I did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was good because when you rented it, it had the 2 discs. One was like the good guys, one was the bad guys, and you could put one in each PlayStation. Boom.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That sounds good.
It was something. So, this story here, Microsoft's already produced almost a million Series X already?
Almost a million Series X.
So they're just chilling in a warehouse?
I guess.
Damn.
Yeah, they say 825,000 units have been produced so far.
Nice. I gotta get my pre-order in.
Yeah.
We, like, if that doesn't point to a November launch, I don't know what does. I mean,
it's definitely pre-holiday launch.
They've said November already. I'd like to know the exact date, please, and thank you, so I can get my pre-order in and book my time off work.
I mean, are they going to have a pre-order?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if PS5 is having a pre-order.
Of course there'll be a pre-order. If Microsoft doesn't do one, every store is going to do one.
Yeah.
It'll be like back when the 360 came out. I remember when the 360 came out, I did a pre-order here in town, and it was going to be a huge launch, and the electronics boutique in town did it so you'd have 15 minutes to come in and pick it up, and you were the only person in the store. You could buy your accessories, your games, whatever. You were scheduled.
Oh, you had a scheduled time?
You had a scheduled time.
I mean, that would work really well now in today's climate.
Yes. That'd be sweet as hell if they did that, but I'm just going to get one delivered. I'm not going to go anywhere to get mine.
No.
But I remember going in and, man, the Xbox 360, I had like 8 games pre-ordered, and then I'm like, oh yeah, give me a wired controller, and oh yeah, I'll take that faceplate, and oh yeah, I better get that. I didn't pre-order that game, but I'll take that game too. Man, oh man, that was a good time. That was like the last time I bought a system on launch, Xbox 360. Everyone else has been after that. But yeah, if they already got almost a million ready to go, there's not going to be a shortage this It's not going to be a shortage this winter.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know how many, like, Switches they've sold already. A hell of a lot.
Yes.
But if they had that many ready to go when they launched, it probably wouldn't have been a problem finding stuff.
Probably not. But I mean, especially if it's going to be at the price of $699
Yeah, well,
Freedom Bucks.
no, it's not going to be that much. $5.99 maybe.
$5.99?
Even then.
Even then, it's steep. 600
People
Freedom
lost
Bucks
their marbles when the PS3 was like that.
Yeah.
Because it was $5.49, I think.
Like, I definitely am not going to have the cash to buy that.
Oh, I do. I got it right here in my pocket. No, it's not in my pocket, but I got it. It's
How
no
much
problem.
is $600 in Maple Bucks?
Like $750, something like that.
$783.
$783. There you go. Easy. Easy.
When you do the conversion, it's like, oh my.
It's not going to be that much. No. Could you imagine? $6.99 is too much.
$6.99 is way too much.
$5.99 Canadian, $4.99 USD. Mark it down in your prediction book, because that's what it's going to be. That's what I think, anyways.
That's what you think?
I mean,
I think it's going to be higher.
God damn, no way, dude. I got to keep the faith here, man. I can't do it. I can do it, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for all those poor gamers out there who are not going to be able to afford it.
Cheaper than a PC. Let's go.
100% cheaper than a PC.
Exactly. Cool beans. So this is going to be your new streaming setup, I see here. This next story.
Yes. Game Boy camera. You can use it as a webcam in 2020. Somebody figured it out, how to hook it up.
I mean, I could do it. I know how to do it right now. If I had a Game Boy camera, I could do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I'd stick that shit right into my my Game Boy player on my GameCube. Bob's your uncle. I mean, the camera would be pointing straight to the ground, but I could do it. I could do it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, the Game Boy player on the GameCube sits underneath.
Yep, and the slot makes it so the cartridge would be pointing downward. So I don't know. I've never used a Game Boy camera. Can you rotate the camera on it? Probably not.
No.
I would think
it is a little
no.
ball that sits on top, so maybe you can.
So this guy looks like he hooked it up to his Super Nintendo through a Game Boy thing, and he's probably using just outputting HDMI or S-Video through like Elgato or something as an other source.
Yeah.
I do kind of wish I had a Game Boy camera to try this. I could probably make it happen.
Yeah, this would be something that our mutual Twitch streamer friend Jesse would do. Hook it up all retro.
Yes. Exactly.
If you guys want to go check him out, it's JEXXE_.
Yes. I'd like to try this, but I never had a Game Boy camera. I never even seen a Game Boy camera.
I've never seen a Game Boy camera. Oh, no, wait. Nope.
Wait,
down in the nerd shop, they used to have them down there.
Yeah. I seen, actually, maybe there was one in a displayer or like a demo unit at Blockbuster. I seem to remember that. Or maybe I'm just confusing that with the Pokemon Snap printer. So I think they had a printer there too.
Yeah, thermal paper printer.
Yeah. God, the olden days, man. So wild.
Yeah, where's my Switch printer?
Your Switch printer?
Yeah, give me a Switch printer
so I can
print out my Pokemon Snap for Switch.
You can take a screenshot and then you can just send it over to your.
Are we talking about that later?
With Pokemon Snap?
Yeah.
No. Why would we be talking about Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, but that was old news.
Can you imagine, though?
Printing out a picture from Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon Snap?
I can imagine it. I can imagine me never doing it.
It'd be like a little dock for your dock. You'd plug it into your dock.
I've never played Pokemon Snap, so I'll play this one, though.
I played it when I was young, and I had no idea what I was doing, so...
What do you mean, young? That game came out when? You were like 20 years old, man.
Yeah, young.
Oh, God. The game came out in like 1996 or something, dude. You were probably graduated when it came out.
Yeah, close.
Jeez Louise, young. I guess technically, yes. You're correct. You're technically correct, which is the best way to do it. Okay. You ever play Suikoden?
I never played Suikoden.
Oh, dude, homie. Okay. I remember, this is going to be like the way back time machine here. Back in the day, for the young people, there wasn't the internet. Or there was, but it was not that easy to get onto it.
And it was all text-based?
And it was basically all text-based. Or, yeah, text-based. God damn, can you, the dark ages, be like, I'm going to download a naked picture, and it takes 30 minutes to download. Anyways, all you had was video game magazines, and I remember reading about this Suikoden in, I don't even know what magazine it was, official PlayStation magazine maybe, or who knows, and it was about this RPG, which was my jam back in the day. You can recruit all these guys, whatever. And I wanted to play this game so bad, I could not find it anywhere. And I called the Blockbuster, and the Blockbuster was like, oh, yeah, we have this game. So I was like, yo, Mom, you got to go up there and you got to rent this game to me. So I made my mom go in there and be like, you know, spell it out phonetically so she could say it, because she ain't going to be able to pronounce that word there. She finally brought it down, and man, that game, absolute classic RPG. You can recruit 101 different units to fight with you. You can choose 4 or 5 of them to be on your team at a time. There's like special attacks where certain units work together and do custom attacks. It's crazy. You build your base, like, had all this stuff that was just crazy for the time. And Suikoden 2 was awesome, and then they kind of went downhill from there. But anyways, a spiritual successor to Suikoden is coming out that I didn't even know was like on Kickstarter.
Yeah, you could have kicked it.
I could have kicked it. I wouldn't have, but I could have. It finished its funding goal, smashed its funding goal. It was supposed to get 500,000. It was over $1 million when they finished. Actually, way over $1 million. It was like almost 5 million.
Yeah, 4.5 million.
So
smashed all their stretch goals.
This is a spiritual successor. I don't know if you can call a game that has nobody from the original game on it a spiritual successor. I think you need someone that worked on it to call it a spiritual successor.
I would think so.
It's like a Suikoden-like, but it's coming, and man, oh man, I'm stoked about it. Hopefully it's kind of got the modern take on that, because those PlayStation 1 era RPGs, they're a little archaic.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, when I saw this, I was like, what? How did I not even know this was happening? Are you going to try this out when it comes out?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't think
I'm not an RPG guy, unless it's,
man, unless it's super hard roguelike
super
RPG.
hard roguelike RPG.
It's going to be dope as hell. I can't wait for it. I'll probably play a bit of it anyways, but, you know, who finishes games? Ain't got time for that.
Not in these days. You got too many games. There's too many games.
I beat Suikoden when I didn't have a job and nothing else going on.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, 100
Easy.
hours? Easy.
Easy.
Only 100 hours? God.
I'm already done.
Exactly. But yeah, so good. Such a good game. So I'm stoked about that one.
Yeah, that's the problem I find with RPGs, is that I don't have time to play them.
I don't make time.
I don't want to sit down and commit after work.
What about
doing anything?
What about Cyberpunk? No? No?
I don't think I'm even... I want to, but it's just the time thing.
Damn. I'm going to play the shit out of that one.
It's like I always say, let's just slow the earth down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Put a couple more hours into the day.
Sure.
And then maybe.
Sure.
Maybe.
Then you could do it, maybe?
Then I could probably do it.
Okay. I'll get working on that. I'll see what I can do.
Let's all take everyone, we'll run backwards.
Is that all it takes?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
If you all jump at the same time, we'll split the earth in half. Is that how it goes?
Maybe.
I think we're overestimating our abilities. But all right, let's do it.
I think we're not sciencing very well. That's not science. It's not how things work. You can't physics like that.
True.
Well, Ubisoft kind of dropped a bomb on us, and they were like, hey, so PlayStation 5 is only going to be backwards compatible with PlayStation 4.
I'm not surprised in the least. How many backwards compatible games are there on PlayStation 4 right now?
0?
Yes, you can't put a disc in and play a game, but there are some like that you can stream and stuff like that. But yes, technically 0. And it's going to continue that way for the PlayStation 5, because do you know why it's going to continue that way? It's PlayStation's winning. They don't got to worry about this kind of thing. They don't got to worry about consumer-friendly practices like letting you play PlayStation 3 games on your PlayStation 5. Because wasn't one of the present Sony guys being like, who wants to play these old games?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, a lot of people want to play these old games, but due to the architecture of the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 1 being completely different from anything that's out now, They would have to like emulate it.
Oh, they'd have to put some effort into it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
they would have to put in an emulator for each individual one, and
don't want to do that.
It's just like the cost of the system just goes up and up and up.
No. Microsoft's done that. It's a goodwill gesture. You just do it. Easy. You
put in an emulator?
Yeah, easy. That's what's going on in the Xbox One. There's an Xbox 360 emulator, an Xbox One emulator. It's not.
But it's Xbox. There's the same architecture almost.
No, I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so.
Maybe someone can correct us in the comments.
But like
if the
my
Xbox...
PlayStation 3 could play all my games.
Yeah,
PlayStation
that's because they had the
PlayStation
actual
1.
physical hardware in there.
Yes, and
which is why it was prohibitively expensive on that first edition.
They can emulate it. They could do it. No problem. These games, PlayStation... Give me a break. PlayStation 1 games, you can emulate that on a microwave now. Like, seriously. Sure, they could make it happen. They don't have to. And the other thing, too, is like, why do it for free when we can charge them for it?
Oh, yeah. That's the ticket.
That's
right
the main thing.
You want to stream your old games?
I remember...
Just charge you. Extra streaming. Gaiken streaming service.
Sony owns them, I think.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure they bought them. I remember when Sony announced they were going to be doing backwards compatible games, and I'm on a local video game group on Facebook, and everyone was just like, game over, man. It's done. Microsoft's done. They should just pack up. Like, I can play every game on my PS4. Game over, man. And I was like, I'm the only voice of reason in the room, as usual. And I'm like, no, they're going to charge you for this. It's not going to be free. And they're like, no, man. Free. You put the disc in. I was like, no, it's not going to work that way, dudes. It's not the way. That's not Sony's game plan. And then when it came out, how could you play like a PlayStation 2 game? You can stream it. You can't even buy it. You can only stream them. It's just the way Sony does it. They see the dollar signs. They're in the lead. Like, why? They don't got to do it.
No, they definitely don't.
Their hand's not going to be forced until they're not number one anymore.
Which...
It's going to be a while at the current rate.
Yeah.
Unless Microsoft does some wild stuff and Sony really screws up bad. It's going to be...
Sony would really have to screw up bad.
But they did it with the PS3. So, yeah. I mean...
Sony often screws up.
Their hubris gets a little too big sometimes. So we'll see how it goes anyways. I'm excited either way. So
yeah, it's going to be a good time.
But yeah, of course. I mean, and I'm actually... The PlayStation 5 backwards compatible is only with the top... They only ever said the top PS4 games. So that speaks to me again. It's a software emulation thing.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to, like, put a lockout on specific games. Could you imagine that? Be like, oh, it's just a general emulator, but no, we'll turn off some games so they don't work.
I think the architecture of the internals is going to be fairly similar in a way.
Yeah.
It's all going to be... It's all Intel compatible.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be software emulation, hardware, but then software as well, because otherwise, why wouldn't it be all PS4 games?
Yeah. If it could play all PS4 games and they put a lockout on it,
like that's
someone
dirty.
would just hack it.
That
they
too, but like
that's
super dirty.
It is super dirty.
That makes me think it's software emulation. So, what's harder to emulate, a PS4 or a PS3 game?
PS3.
You think so? I don't know.
I think the
it's because there's no emotion engine in the PS5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll defer to your wisdom on this one.
I think because the PS4.
But what about PS2?
What was the architecture on the PS2?
That was the emotion engine.
Yeah. And the PS3 was...
some other bullcrap.
Yeah.
And then what about PlayStation 1?
Like the PS1, 2, and 3, they all use custom CPUs and stuff, like their own thing. Yep. And it was like, especially with the 3, was it the 3 or the 2 that was so hard to program for? Because
the 3.
Yeah, it was so hard to program for that it was just a flop.
Well, I remember that it was so bad that like Bethesda was having trouble getting Oblivion to run on the PS3. So Sony was like sending over their engineers to help them get it going, and like there was stuff that they couldn't get running properly even up to the end. So
yeah.
Anyways, I think they just need to put in the effort, and they're not. Like seriously, like
I think the PS4 is I think the PS4 is x64 architecture, and the PS5 is going to be x64 architecture as well. So it's going to be the same. And I think emulating on PS4, I think they could just run the PS4 games directly on the PS5. Yeah. I don't think they even need emulation to do it.
We'll see. I still think that they just need to do the effort like Microsoft did. Like, if you put an Xbox One game on, I played for one of the free games was what's that destruction game? Red Faction 2 on the Xbox. Red Faction 2. I fired that up on the Xbox One X, and man, it looks crispy. Like edges are sharp. It's like, man, they did a lot of work tidying this stuff up to make it look as good as they could. They didn't just like slap it on there, you know, and be like, yeah, it looks whatever. Because like even when you played PS2 games on the PS3, they didn't look that good. Like they were all still grainy and washed out and stuff like that. Man, they put in a lot of work into this. They just have to put some work into it. They just don't have to. They won't do it. They won't. They definitely don't have to. Anyways, gaming news time.
It's more like Me Too movement time.
Oh boy.
And dickish developers and stuff like that. Yeah. So the Skullgirls studio, as we talked about two episodes ago.
I think so.
The studio head has laid everyone off who hasn't already quit.
Man, he sounds like a cool guy to work for.
Oh, yeah. So nobody's there anymore.
So this lets him start new with like little cronies or whatever that he wants to work for him.
Yep. Hungry to get into the business. Eager for a piece of that pie.
Maybe he's just going to sell it off or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, who's going to work for this guy? Who would ever go work for this guy again? This is ridiculous. And this was the guy that was like, he would like, you'd want to work on something, and if he was upset with you, he'd like cancel what you were working on in the game and make you work on something else, or like yell and belittle you in front of other people. I don't know if he was doing any. Was he? I don't think he was doing anything weird, like rubbing his boner up against someone or anything like that.
Not that weird, but he was.
He just sounded like a tyrant.
He was a bit of a sexual harasser as well.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, who would work for this guy?
I don't know.
He's just got to sell the IP and go back to selling insurance or whatever he did before.
Sounds like Autumn Games, who owns the Skullgirls IP, and it was Lab Zero that owned them.
Oh, yeah.
And so everyone's quit Lab Zero and Autumn Games, and Hidden Variable, who created the mobile version, are going to go off and do their own thing with Skullgirls because they own the IP.
Okay. So these guys were just... They were making the game, but they didn't own the game.
Yeah, they made the game.
They were like contractors.
Yeah, Lab Zero, I think, was a publisher.
Oh. Well, this guy's screwed.
Oh, yeah, he's effed.
He did it to himself. Don't be a wiener.
Don't be a wiener.
It's easy. It's really easy. Okay.
And speaking of... Wieners.
Sure.
Things happening.
Okay.
PUBG. Banned.
Yes!
In India. Along with 118 different Chinese-owned apps.
Wow. So... What do they think? These apps are just stealing your information?
Yeah, they think they're stealing the information.
I mean, they probably are, but it's okay.
Received many complaints. The Indian government received many complaints from various sources about stealing user data and surreptitiously transmitting them to unauthorized manners to server locations outside of India.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, you accept that when under in any game, any mobile app is like, hey, can we use this information? You go, yeah.
I mean, no one reads those.
Nobody reads those, but you go, yeah.
Yeah, you agree to it. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. We've been using all these apps like this forever. Why all of a sudden now? I guess China's just stepping up their espionage, I guess. I don't know.
And this is only in India, too, that they've done this.
So is this like... Yeah, India so far. I don't know. Is India like a big ally to the U.S.? Is there a pro-Trump like president in India or something? Like he's like, yes, big brother Trump. We've banned TikTok as well. It's I don't know. Was there a lot of people playing PUBG in India?
I imagine there's a lot of people playing PUBG all over the place.
I watched this one of these stupid Reddit videos where it shows you the most popular Steam games over time. By month, and it'll show like
I love those videos.
It'll show like Counter-Strike is the #1 for like 5 years, and then all of a sudden PUBG comes out, and it's like just double the amount of people playing PUBG, and then it's like right off the chart. So I don't know if PUBG being banned is that big of a deal, but I've never played 1 minute of PUBG, so
I have not either. Not my
style. It looks just terrible. So if you like PUBG, that's cool.
I am a
Battle Royale
fan.
Yep. Big fan of the Valorant. That's not a Battle Royale. That's a hero shooter.
That is a hero
Big
shooter.
fan of the Hyperscape.
Not a big fan of the hyper.
Oh,
you know me.
shoot.
I'm an Apex.
Apex.
Legends
Oh,
boy.
so you're an Apex fan.
Oh yeah.
Not a battle royale.
Those
fan.
the hyper realistic ones, not too much into.
World War III.
Well, we only played like half an hour, and there were like 5 people. So
can't call it a battle royale.
I can't call
with
it a
5
battle
people.
royale. It's more that one's more like a traditional first person shooter.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes. And speaking of PUBG, we were just talking about that. They've banned 2 million players.
Wow.
Permanent banning.
So you have to buy PUBG, right?
You have to buy PUBG.
Why don't they ban these guys more often? Why wait till there's 2 million people that are cheating? Like, if you ban the guy and he wants to play, he'll buy another copy of the game.
Yeah.
Well, you think they'd ban these guys more often? Seriously, 2 million is a lot.
2 million PUBG players banned. I think that was over the last couple weeks they did it.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. They said
That's
breakdown.
a lot. That's a lot.
Is 32% of the players were banned for using X-ray vision, 27% using aimbot, 12% using speed hacks, and 22% were banned for unspecified reasons. So who knows what other hacks there are.
Why even play a game?
People want to be the best. It's their
Yeah,
competitive
but you're not
spirit.
the best. You're the worst.
I know. They're the worst, but they want to be the best. Then they can't do it without buying skill.
Jeez, it's not skill, though. This speed hack one reminds me, this is the stupidest thing ever. Dreamcast, Sonic Adventure, they did timed challenges online. This was like back in the early days of online gaming where you could launch the little browser in Sonic Adventure and you go to their little website and they'd be like, oh, we're doing a like speed challenge in whatever, Orca Canyon level this week, and you can upload your game save and it'll say like, oh, you did it in 2 minutes or whatever. And there's these guys that were getting, their time was always like a little better than the other people. And they were like, I don't know how they figured it out, but you could like, there was like a perfect way to do it, and you shouldn't be able to ever get faster than that. And they weren't hacking or anything like that. They were just literally using a third-party controller that the analog stick would go a little further so Sonic could run a little faster. Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Like the Dreamcast analog stick only went so far, and the ones on the third-party ones just went a little bit further so Sonic could run a little bit faster.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So
that's so weird that the values tied to the stick aren't like full up is 100%.
No, that's all it was.
It's just like a hexadecimal value. It doesn't go up to 100. It goes up to whatever you can push that stick forward to.
Basically.
Wow, that's weird.
So people were always getting a little bit faster because they were using like these third-party controllers.
I mean, you just take your clamshell off, and then you can go all the way.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a maximum, but it was just like there was a little extra travel on the third-party ones.
That's weird. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. So that was a weird time back then, going on the Sonic Adventure BBS on my Dreamcast and reading stuff on there. I'll regale you with some other stories and stuff I saw on there another time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, when I saw the speed hack. So that just means guys zipping around at 1,000 miles an hour in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds just boring.
No, like, I mean, I was playing Kovac, which is an aim trainer to help you get better at aiming at things, and there's people hacking in that. Like, the leaderboards is like, okay,
Lord, wow.
How did you get this score?
Wow, man.
It's just
like,
ridiculous.
Seriously.
It's just like perfect scores for things that no one should ever be able to get a perfect score for. Just because it's unreal.
So sad.
Yeah.
What a sad life you lead if you gotta cheat in a game like that. Like, I'm not good at Apex, but like I'm never like, I gotta get me X-ray vision and like aimbotting and stuff like that. It's like, no, I'll just die and then I'll start a new game. Like, it's kids these days.
Yeah, it's kids who are just like, this will be funny.
Yeah, I guess so. Ridiculous. Anyways.
Speaking about speeds.
Oh!
World of Warcraft Shadowlands minimum system requirements calls for a motherflippin' SSD.
Yeah, this sounds weird. Like, World of Warcraft. This game looks like it came out 12 years ago, still.
But
it needs an SSD.
Cores, get that ray tracing in there.
I mean, I get it. I remember when, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, Wrath of the Lich King comes out for World of Warcraft. I was playing Burning Crusade, no problem. Played it all the time, no problems with it. I get the Wrath of the Lich King. It's like, I gotta take this ship out to the northern end. Let's go. Hop on the ship. I get to northern end. It takes so long to load that by the time it loads, the ship's already flown back to regular Azeroth, so I can't get off the ship. So I'm like, okay, let me try it again. And gives me 1 second of time in the Northrend, and the ship's already flying away.
You just got to jump off into the boons.
So that's what I had to do. The third time through, it like loaded a little early. Maybe it had cached something up, so it loaded a little faster, and I just ran off the ship, fell to my death in some like way high level zone, and just had to like ghost run 50,000 times. But I can get why they would need, but like, I don't know. It's still gonna run on my non-SSD drive.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely will.
Just loading times will suck.
But I mean, maybe it's gonna be more of the
did
same.
Is this all the RTX shadows they added in? Is that why they need the SSD?
Could be. I don't know.
What is in this game that you need an SSD for?
I don't know.
It doesn't look that good.
No, it looks like it's World of Warcraft.
This is weird. Is any game said they need an SSD? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I mean, Destiny should say it requires an SSD because those load times are unreal.
They are pretty big. Imagine playing Destiny.
Imagine playing Destiny in 2020. Sorry, Ghost.
Exactly. Imagine playing this next game ever. God.
There's one thing everyone knows, is that Curb hates Fall Guys.
No, I hate talking about Fall Guys.
He hates talking about Fall Guys. He's never played Fall Guys, but hates talking about it because it's always in the news because it's the hot take.
Do we get one veto per show where I can skip an article?
I mean, sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
So the Fall Guys
I want to talk about how stupid this is.
The Fall Guy devs have revealed why the game isn't available on Xbox or mobile.
Oh, why is that?
They want to make it good on one system before they port it over to the other systems, which makes absolute perfect sense.
Does it?
It does.
Is the game not good already?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
mean, what do they mean by good?
I don't know. It seems to be good. It seems to be what the people
looks to be
want.
running fine to me.
It does.
I didn't notice any crashes. I didn't notice anything else.
I noticed some funky physics, but I feel like that's like
part of the game, I think.
I
You're
feel like
friggin'
you need to
jelly
be able to funk
bean.
your physics.
Like, this is... They need to just say, we don't have enough people working here, and they need to outsource this, because in 2 months' time, ain't nobody playing Fall Guys. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This game is going to drop like a rock. In fact, it already has. Like, I don't see anybody playing it now. Like, there's all these people that were playing it. I watched them stream it. Now, everyone's playing Among Us. That game looks about 50,000 times better than Fall Guys.
And it is.
Yes, it looks like there's something there to do. So, their new Battle Pass ain't going to save this game. It's going to go down the toilet. And they need to put it on an Xbox and mobile yesterday.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's not that hard to port a game from the PS4 to the Xbox, or vice versa. It's easy. Isn't this game not on the Unreal Engine or something? It's gotta be.
I would imagine it is.
You just hit the convert button in Unreal. It's easy.
Then you gotta make sure all the code works.
It does. I guarantee you it. It's easy. I say that as a man who's never done any program in his life. It's easy.
Keep that.
It's a lie. I did some basic logo writer back in the day.
Logo writer.
Yes, classic.
Classic
stream
turtles.
that one time.
Turtles around the screen.
Exactly. No, this makes no. They got it on the Switch. They can't get this on the mobile.
Would they get on the Switch?
Isn't Fall Guys on Switch?
Guys, is Fall Guys on Switch right now?
I thought it was on Switch and PC and PS4. Am I mistaken? Okay, even if it's not, it's on PC. Therefore, it's scalable.
Oh, yeah.
Therefore, scale it down to mobile, scale it up to Xbox. Bob's your uncle, you're making money. And they need to start making that money now because it ain't going to keep going.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Just weird. A weird thing to say.
Yes.
Speaking of weird things.
Very weird things.
I don't know, is it weird?
It's kind of weird.
Elon Musk is weird, but Tesla is hiring a new game development team. I know you can play Space Invaders on your horn or something in the Tesla right now.
Yeah. The Tesla's basically like a $30,000 gaming system.
It's just a computer with wheels, basically. Yeah. So this is no surprise that they're going to be doing game development. Are the games going to go to other platforms? That's the next question.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're not going to get any money making these games just for a Tesla.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Can you be playing these when you're driving?
No.
You're not supposed
it's
to.
Locked out.
Is it locked out?
Yeah, you can't play them while you're driving.
They should put hand sensors on the wheel. That the car won't go unless you're touching the wheel, because all these guys falling asleep now, killing people and whatnot.
It's odd, but
it is
as
odd.
you said, Elon Musk is an odd guy.
Have you ever been in a Tesla?
I've never been in a Tesla.
Okay.
I want to be in a Tesla.
I've been in a Tesla, and it was a couple years ago, and it was in Toronto in the wintertime. And one of the buying trips I went out there, the guy that basically owns the company was taking us out for lunch. And he's like, oh, let's go in the Tesla. And I was like, all right, let's go in the Tesla. And it was the day after that a software update came out for his car where it was like, he's like, it'll drive itself now. So we're driving down the road and he just hits the auto drive. And I was just like, man, we are in the future. We've done it. And he's like, yeah, there was another update that just came out. It'll park itself in my garage now. And I was like, this is crazy, dude. This is so crazy. But yeah, they're like a, how can you describe it? It's an expensive-ass car that's made like, it's like, it's nice, but it's not that nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. The technology is nice and everything, but like the luxuriousness of it, not really.
Yeah, they're not car manufacturers.
No.
Really. Well, they're just a fledgling car manufacturer.
And they're not luxury. It's like if you were in like a Ford Focus that costs $100,000.
Is that an S-Class?
It was, I don't know.
The affordable class?
No.
Was it a higher end one?
It was definitely. These guys are friggin' loaded. He wouldn't cheap out in his car, but it was nice, but it wasn't that nice. So, whatever.
Well, the Tesla Arcade came out back in 2019.
Okay.
And I guess it's just based. I haven't seen any of the games that you can play on it, but I'm sure it's just Space Invaders, Centipede.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was some guy tweeted about getting I'd like to see Space Invaders, and they were like, let's see what we can do.
And so now they're going to build a whole gaming platform built into it in the car.
I mean, I would assume that you carry over your progress to your phone.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the best thing to do. It's like, oh, now I'm in the car, I can play on the big screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I'm in the car, I can play on the big screen. Oh, we're definitely in the future.
It was a big screen. That was the one thing too that was just it's like a gigantic screen in the dashboard. It's just crazy. Anyways, Tesla.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. And if it's going to be a mobile specific or phone to mobile to phone kind of deal. And just what they're going to plan to do for, the amount of time you're sitting in your car waiting for it to charge.
I mean, when are they going to have the electric motorbike?
See, that's it. You're sitting in your car waiting for it to charge, so you're playing video games on your screen.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take a couple hours. I just
Does it take that long, though?
It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty quick.
It depends on if you have a fast charger or not.
Well, of course I'd have a fast charger. Come on.
Because, I mean, you can go to pretty much anywhere and just plug in.
Yeah.
But it depends on if it's 110 or 220.
Pull out the old little orange extension cord.
Yep. Plug it right into the house.
Nice.
Go to
God, you might save a lot of money on gas, but holy shit, your hydro bill must fucking go up a lot.
Probably.
That'd be crazy. Crazy. Do you have gas heat in this place?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, the other place we had
electric
heaters.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. It was like $400 a month to heat that thing.
No kidding. That's crazy. That's illegal.
It should be.
Exactly.
Speaking of illegal.
Illegal?
Terrible segue.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
There was a hashtag trending on Twitter called NFL Drop EA.
So I saw this, and I read the headline, and I thought it was I thought EA Trends was something that EA did to do their...
the headline is a little bit funky.
Like EA Trends is how they do the rating for Madden or something like that. Not that NFL drop EA Trends as the trending. So anyways,
so
I was a little
NFL Drop EA.
Yes, I was a little screwed up by it anyways. I said this in 2003 or whatever when EA bought the NFL license. I was like, I'm not fucking buying another Madden game, these sons of bitches. I want to play NFL 2K. I don't want to play Madden. And I was super pissed off about this because Madden sucked compared to the 2K. That's why they did this, is because they couldn't compete.
Yeah.
This would be great for everybody if NFL dropped exclusivity with Madden.
Yeah, a lot of the fans not happy about how EA is taking things in the direction they're taking them. So everyone's like, no, just get out of here.
Not that 2K's doing too hot with their NBA series and all the friggin' nickel and diming and bullcrap. They're doing in-game ads you can't skip and all this crap. They're all garbage, but yeah, I think it's the way it should be. Or at least do it like the way the MLB does, where like the MLB has it where there's one exclusive like EA or whatever has the exclusive, and then each console manufacturer can license if they want to do an exclusive game. So there's still like whatever it was called. I don't even know what the baseball one was, but then there was a specific MLB The Show for PlayStation. And then there was one that was on every other console from another thing. So at least they could do that.
Yeah.
The other thing too, EA, this whole era with EA when they did this, the other thing too is they were like, EA, we're not putting games on the Xbox. No, forget the Xbox. We're not doing it. They finally did it when they convinced Xbox to stop doing their own sports games. Because Xbox had their own NFL, what was it called? NFL Blitz maybe or something like that? They had their whole line of Microsoft sports games. And EA was like, you got to stop making those, and then we'll come over. So they stopped making them, and then EA came over.
Huh.
This whole era, EA's dirty all the time, but this was especially dirty.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I was very upset about this.
I don't think EA was that dirty back in the old DOS days. But
Well, when they put the programmer's name on the title of it and everything like that, like on the cover of the game, no, they were good. It was Electronic Arts.
Yep.
We're making
Arts.
electronic art. Then it was like, no, we're making Madden. The end. We want to get all your money. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so the contract has expired.
Good. Don't renew it.
It's coming up to expiry date.
Who's the commissioner in the NFL? I want to talk to him right now. I don't know his name.
I tweeted it. I
His
was like,
name-
it's time.
His name's Bud,
It's
probably.
time. Yeah.
No, that's Bud Selig, MLB. Is he? I don't even know.
I don't
I haven't watched sports in a long time.
Another big gaming news, though, with zero information to go on. Hello Games, Sean Murray, coming back in with another game.
You can't get overhyped with something when they don't tell you anything.
No, they've literally said, yeah, we're making another game. It's going to be as ambitious as No Man's Sky. I'm like, okay.
In what way?
I don't know. They didn't say anything.
It's an open world
It's an
Joe Danger game.
Yeah. They're like, it's not a sequel. It's something different. It's going to be as good, if not bigger and better.
How can it be bigger than the universe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea what it's going to be. I couldn't even speculate as to what it's going to be. They could go, because their first game,
Joe Danger?
Joe Danger,
Yeah.
like,
And then they did No Man's Sky.
and then they did No Man's Sky.
So, like, I don't know if they bit off too much for them to chew there. Maybe.
Some might say they did.
I mean, I know No Man's Sky is supposed to be really good now, but I still haven't played it.
If they take everything that they've learned,
Won't
because
do
they
that.
learned a lot.
No.
And
They didn't learn about overshooting their targets here with just saying, like, oh, we're making a huge-ass game. Please be excited. Don't worry. It's going to be the best thing ever.
They definitely didn't learn that mistake, but they did learn a lot of stuff over the
They
past,
did.
5 years
They
about
did.
how to make a video game.
I have it downloaded on my Xbox One X. I just haven't started it up. Maybe
Do
I
it.
should. Maybe I should.
I think you would really like it.
I think I should probably try
I
it.
think you would really like it, actually.
I'm gonna get back to the stream and I don't
Yeah.
know about tonight, but tomorrow for sure. Maybe I'll just start with the No Man's
Yeah,
Sky.
I think you're gonna really like it, and I think
It looked
you'll be able
enjoyable.
to drive a lot of good content out of it.
Is it crossplay?
I don't know.
When you buying that Xbox One?
Never.
Oh God. I have two.
I already,
but, sorry.
already have it. I have it for PlayStation 4 and I have it for PC already, so I'm not buying it again.
Why can't there be Game Pass on the PlayStation 4?
All right,
Bastards.
that's Sony.
Exactly, because Sony is right.
Here's another surprise game that's coming out soon.
This is a surprise?
This is a big surprise.
Why?
It's not really.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just trying to segue.
Oh, sorry. What a surprise.
What a surprise! What a surprise to nobody.
Just
but,
Dance
Just
2021.
Dance. Yeah, Just Dance 2021 is coming
Why,
this November.
why did this make the list? Actually, this is a little bit newsworthy. I won't joke around. It is not a surprise. There's new Just Dance coming out. Just Dance comes out every year. But this is the first Just Dance ever, I believe, that is not going to be on the Wii.
No.
Because last year's 2020 was on the Wii.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, they continued to make Just Dance for the Wii. Like, when did the Wii stop? 6 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, they still were making Just Dance for the Wii. So yeah, I looked, I couldn't see any mention of the Wii. I was surprised actually that they didn't, didn't say they were making it for the Wii still. I've played a Just Dance. I've played the first Just Dance. I don't know if you can tell from looking at me or hearing me, but I can dance.
I've seen it. It's possible.
That I can dance?
Yes, I've seen you play Just Dance before.
No.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
You did?
Oh, maybe I'm just making it up in my head, but after talking
Oh,
about
maybe.
it a while ago, but I think I've seen it loaded into your system.
No, I don't
at
own
some
it.
point.
I don't own Just Dance. I played it at our mutual friend Dean and Amanda's house.
Oh.
Maybe you were there.
Maybe I was
It's
there.
possible.
I mean, it is possible. I have been there before.
It's true. Anyways, it's not for me. I looked at the track list and I was like, I recognize these people's names, but you know what? I don't know any of these songs. I didn't think there'd ever be a time where it'd be like, I don't know this music, but this time is now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Billie Eilish and Lizzo. Who's Lizzo?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
I have
either.
no idea. But
Definitely boomer.
yeah. And the simps are going to have to get out there. They're going to be
Simp-
simping hard
on
Twitch.
now
It's
I
gonna
see
be-
why it's on the
gonna
list
be,
here.
It's
Okay.
going to be it's going to be all over. The simps are going to
Amaranth.
be out.
Amaranth.
is going to be like top front page.
Just dancing.
Just dancing.
I never thought about that. That's not even near my thoughts at any point ever. Something like that. So
The thoughts are going to be real, and the simps are going to be many.
that's okay. They're allowed to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't.
I mean, whatever
I
you want
don't
to spend your money on.
I don't.
And you
That's
gotta make
fine.
money.
They are simps, but like if that's what they're doing to get paid, more
Oh, yeah.
power to them.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna do a Just Dance stream.
No, me neither. I'll do a Beat Saber stream,
That's
and that'll be
pretty close to
that'll
it.
be as close to thought as I will get.
Actually, yeah. Why is there no virtual reality Just Dance? Has Ubisoft done any virtual reality? I don't know.
I think they might have for the PlayStation 5.
I can't think of any game that would be in virtual reality that they've done.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was EA. I don't know. I
I
know
mean-
there were some really interesting looking launch titles for the PSVR that I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. But then PSVR is just not.
I can't
Up
even
to
think
snuff.
of a single one for the PSVR launch except the Batman detective game. I don't even know what that was called, but that seemed interesting anyways. Well, should we take a slight mid-news break?
A slight mid-news break? Probably. We have been
Refresh.
here for a little while.
Refresh our beverages.
Beverages. My beverage is empty, as you can see.
It is empty. So is our
Drink
mugs,
velocity, yes.
official Mikey T and KurbStomped merch available on our respective merch stores. Buy as much as you can.
As much as you can. All of the merch that you buy of mine all the proceeds will be donated to the me
PC?
building a PC and giving it away on
Nice.
stream.
I like it. All the funds from all my merch goes to me.
Just straight in your wallet. So you can buy
So
more.
I made $1 when I bought this mug.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that was the end of it. No, wait, I think I
don't-
sold one other one.
I don't make any money when I buy my own merch.
What a fool. What a fool.
Oh, I get it at
I-
I get it at a
this is-
discount price though.
This was Streamlabs, so there's no
Oh.
discount.
Yeah,
You
on,
just
on
buy it.
Teespring you can buy
I gotta
order
do that.
samples where you
I
don't
gotta
have
do
to
that.
pay your cut.
Damn, I gotta do that. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Are we back?
We're back.
Okay, perfect. What are we talking about now?
We're going to talk about something that is pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
All right.
GoPro
Mm.
is launching a live streaming service.
So, how does this work? You sync it to your phone or something like that?
No, you can. Maybe you sync it to your phone, but you can only stream. It's not public. You can't stream publicly, but you can stream all of your video to the GoPro servers.
Okay.
And this is going to be super amazing for people who lose their GoPros on a regular basis, which is a lot of people. Like, a lot of people blow up their GoPros, they lose them in the river, and now you're going to be able to save all of your data backed up to the cloud,
Mm-hmm.
and it won't matter if you lose it all.
Yeah, but it's only if you have cell phone coverage and
only
stuff
if you
like
have some.
that.
I would imagine that's all it is.
This is also a good way for GoPro to own all your video.
Yes.
Because I'm sure there'll be something where, like, well, maybe not own it, but it'll be like, hey, if you want to use this service, you know, we can use your video for advertising purposes for free. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
Kind of like the Ring doorbell.
I mean, kind of like the Ring doorbell. It's not like they're going to make money on, well, you know, who knows?
They might charge
It's
a
a little-
subscription service for it.
It's a little different than a Ring video. No one's making money on a Ring video.
No.
But, like, you take some ballin' ass GoPro footage, that could be licensed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't
For
see how it would be free. Like, storage isn't
No,
free.
I imagine you would have to pay for it.
It's interesting that all these guys are trying to get in the streaming world now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I don't. They say that it won't be publicly accessible, so it's not. You just stream to their website.
You can share it to like a friend or something like that, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you ever looked into using a GoPro for streaming, like as a camera?
I haven't, but
would you want to? Probably not.
I mean, they could do 1080p, 60.
Yeah, but it's always
And
like
that
weird
fisheye
kind.
lens.
Yeah, the fisheye lens and shit
I
like
mean,
that.
I want to get a wider angle lens for this camera so that we can show more of the room.
That's true. Not much to show right now, but
No, but like your back's cut off, my back's
yeah, that's
cut
true.
off.
Haven't they can't see your hentai picture on the wall
No,
over
they
here. Yeah, it's cool. More. I mean, if maybe it'll get advanced. Maybe it'll
so you
get
can live stream straight off. Of
yeah, or who knows what it could be.
it. Yeah, that would be the money right there. If you could live stream straight off your GoPro.
Yeah, man, you're doing a hike and you can just stream your GoPro straight out of there. People
Yep.
can watch.
You got your portable cell tower on your back.
Absolutely easy. That's what you want to do when you're hiking. Carry an extra 50 pounds of crap on your back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Somebody did a study,
Uh-huh.
and they found that Xbox players are more aggressive than PlayStation players.
What is this bullshit?
So it looks like they actually had a pretty good group. They had 964 gamers.
Yeah.
And they were asked to put their top 3 games that they most enjoyed playing.
Yep.
And then they did the Bus Perry Aggression Questionnaire.
We should do that.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see. 29 question. It's a 29 question survey that uses a 5-point scale.
Okay. So it'd be like
scale,
1,
whatever that
I'm
is.
passive as a bunny, and 5, I'm aggressive as a turtle. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Each question corresponds to that answer, which is there's 5 points. So there's physical aggression, verbal aggression, anger, hostility.
Well, I can answer this already. I already know. If it's Xbox players, verbal aggression is at 5 because they got a microphone they can use.
Yep.
And I guess PS4 comes with a
PS4 does.
microphone now. If this was PS3, Xbox 360 days,
Yeah.
no comparison.
No comparison.
You play on the PS3, no, you don't hear a thing.
No, unless you're playing SOCOM.
I was playing SOCOM. On the Xbox, I got called names every time I played because everybody had a microphone.
They say that those who played games, the study found that those who played games for 20 to 30 hours per week were less aggressive than those that only played for 11 to 20 hours a week.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds messed up. Maybe it's because the guys that are playing 20 to 30 hours a week, they're playing like Final Fantasy. And people that are only playing 20 hours, they're playing all
they're
Madden,
playing
all
all
Call of
Madden.
Duty, all the time.
They also found that Call of Duty gamers, along with those that played games like Battlefield and FIFA,
Uh-huh.
were more aggressive.
No kidding.
But they also found that players who played Animal Crossing New Horizons were actually more physically aggressive than those that played Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee I know why that is, too, because they'll be fishing for some fish, and they'll catch the 50,000th salmon in a row, and they'll be like, I just want this fucking, this eel. Where's my goddamn eel?
And then Nook's in there trying to take all their money
Yep.
the entire time.
Nook's got a bad rap. He's taking that money to build the city up. He's not taking it from you to punish you.
And, of course, as we know, past studies have shown that there's no link between video games and violence.
Yeah, that's a stupid argument that people make. There's no connection between violent movie watching, and violence. If someone's going to be violent, they're going to be violent regardless. There was violence before video games, and there was violence before movies.
Oh, yeah. Way more violence.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Way more war.
There was way more violence when the only game was Missile Command and Astro Blast.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't even go to Times Square back then. Like, murder rates are off the charts. Not anymore. So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to switch topic. Yeah.
I was just going to say that I'm no more aggressive now that I play Xbox games less aggressive probably than when I've played Nintendo games. Because, like, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
And I can just be like, well, I died because it's whatever, not because of something stupid, and I don't got to smash the controller over my knee like I did when I was a kid.
I don't think I've ever smashed a controller. Headphones.
No.
I've flown those across the river.
Never done that either. I didn't have any till I had the ones I got now, and they're too expensive to be thrown around. Maybe it was more like I didn't buy it, so I didn't care.
Yeah.
Now it's like I paid money for that I
Cash
had to
money.
do something for, not like the friggin' gift fairy came and gave me something, so that could be it too. Anyways. Well,
we got some more China dominating news.
they're just
Tencent.
dominating.
Tencent acquired Liu Technologies for $1.4 billion.
Liu. Oh, Tencent and Liu. Match
Tencent
made
and
in
Liu.
heaven.
Yeah, so Liu is the company behind Warframe.
What?
Yep.
They don't own 100% though.
I don't know.
I think they just own a portion of it. But I could be mistaken.
They also made the Kingmaker and Radiance games.
Never heard of them.
Gears Tactics they've had help with.
Gears Tactics?
Yeah.
They can have it.
Gears Tactics.
They can have it.
Gears Tactics. So it's weird. The revenue share is like 80% of their revenue comes from Canada, which is kind of weird.
I wonder if that's just because Warframe's Canadian based.
Are they?
Yep.
Oh, that would be why then.
Yeah.
would be
Warframe
why.
is a Canadian developed game
Hmm.
out in Ontario. So Warframe makes that much money? Holy shit. I wonder if there's other stuff involved
94%
too.
of their revenue comes from North America.
Yeah, Warframe. I wonder if the money just goes through Canada basically, probably.
Yeah, there's 50. It says there's 50 million registered users for Warframe, and they had a 15.5% growth in registered players over the past little while.
That much of a growth, eh? I wonder why there'd be that much of a growth. I mean, they've done a lot on Twitch. They've done a lot on Twitch.
Sure
They're
have.
always every day. There's a Warframe dev stream every day, and whenever they do their announcements, they do a big thing on Twitch. Even with that stupid games, was it Gamescom, where they did the whole Warframe trailer with Jeff Keighley introducing it and everything.
Oh, I don't know.
They're doing a lot of moves that way. So
I mean, it's a fun game to play,
Mhm.
but you hit a point in it, and it gets very difficult to progress in your gear and stuff like that. I feel.
yeah, it is, but you
Or it
just have
gets
to
very
grind it
grindy.
out. Yeah, it is definitely grindy, but you don't have to pay any money. You can do
No.
it without paying.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
It is definitely grindy, though, for sure. Definitely.
And there's not a lot of information on where you need to go to get the stuff in game.
Definitely
you
not.
have to look.
Is this going to be banned now?
Right? Are they going to ban Warframe?
Yeah, like, is this on the cutting block here? Anything owned by
Well,
Chinese companies?
Aren't they? They're a Canadian company, Liu?
No.
They're Chinese.
Digital Extremes, which is owned by them.
Oh, okay, is Canadian, and then they're Chinese. Yeah. 1.4 billion. It's
a lot of
money.
billions.
Yeah, and now Tencent just starts to dominate.
I'll take 1% of that.
They're already dominating. They already got their fingers in all the pies.
Wasn't Tencent do, they don't own Alibaba, do they?
I don't know. Well, I know they own parts of Riot.
Yep. I think they own a little bit of Grinding Gear Games too, which is the ones that do Path of Exile.
Ooh.
New Zealand's only game.
If you guys want
Actually, sorry, go ahead.
if you guys want a good Diablo style game,
yes,
Path of
I
Exile.
played some of that last night actually, just to see what the new the Harvest League was about. It was fine. Speaking of fine games,
Very fine games.
Mikey's favorite game,
Love it.
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends.
I haven't played this much this season, but they reverted the amount of health the shields protect you for to increase the time to kill.
Yeah, I guess they were like, oh, time to kill is too low. Too low now. And everyone, like, a lot of people complained that time to kill was too low and you couldn't do anything.
I think they just thought the Evo shield was every shield was now an Evo shield, so I guess they assumed that would help survivability. But the problem is like when you're bad like me and you end up with a white Evo shield going against a guy who's good, who's killed 5 guys and has a red Evo shield, it doesn't having an Evo shield doesn't help you out in
No,
any
definitely
situation.
not. But they're all still Evo shields.
Yes.
But they're back to their
5
starting.
for red,
Yeah,
and
5 for red, 4 for
purple,
3 for blue,
2 for white, and then you drop with the gray one, which is still 0, right?
Yeah, it's still 0.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can still level it up. But it's meant for late game, so that if you cannot find the upgraded armor,
Mhm.
you can just upgrade it yourself.
Yeah, but like
So
you
that
can
the
always
endgame
find an
game is a
armor.
little bit easier, or a little bit more fair.
Yeah, I guess so. But like if you're looking for red armor at the end of the game, the guys that are left with red armor are going to kick the shit out of you anyways.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it's made so that people can be a little bit more aggressive. It ups. The
You do
playstyle
have to be
a little bit
aggressive
more
in that game. I've learned that finally. You can't just hide away till the end. It doesn't work that way. You got to go in balls to the wall.
I
You got drop bunker and let's go.
Oh yeah, And they have fixed a few of the audio glitches that were happening.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
they
you
were
could
weird.
hear ultimates and things
Yes,
from across the
across
map,
the map.
wherever they were.
Yeah, I'd be
And
like,
that
why
was-
did I hear ramparts? There's no ramparts around
Yeah.
here.
They still haven't fixed the positional audio, though.
That's
It's
weird
still
when you're
not
dropping
pretty
and
good.
it's like the sounds are coming in just rapidly
Oh, yeah,
alternating
when you
between
rotate
ears.
around really, or if they put you below the ship.
It's so
Like your
weird.
voice is
It's
below
so
the
weird.
ship.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I just have not had a chance to really play it. So, and I bought the battle pass, and I'm like level 2.
Yeah, it's just these couple of weeks have been rough.
Yep,
work,
for
so I
sure.
haven't been able to play it either.
Exactly. You need to quit your job.
I know.
Me too. Let's do it. Let's shake on it. Let's quit right now.
Can't do it.
Oh, damn it.
Can't do it.
Damn it.
I don't make enough money doing this kind of thing.
Oh, damn. It's not all about money.
If you
Kind
want
of is.
to survive,
Kind of
if
is.
you want to pay the rent, definitely is.
Okay, fine, fair enough. You can stream from a dumpster out back.
You
or
sure
something.
can.
I'm sure there's homeless people streaming. Actually, I'd like to see that. A homeless stream. I wonder if there is anybody. There's got to be.
I mean, I would imagine
In
there
the
would
States,
be.
somebody,
Yeah.
like unlimited
Somebody's got a
bandwidth.
cell phone down there.
Yeah.
They're
Crazy.
just scraping by.
Exactly. Getting the tips. Getting the meth.
The meth tips?
There you go. I put
Nobody's streaming like that.
No, I know. I don't know anything about this, but I just thought this was some of the stupidest stuff I ever saw, so I put this on here. I don't know if you know anything about this, really. But League of Legends, I've heard of this K/DA group, sing songs and stuff. I didn't know they weren't real.
Well, it's just like, what's the WoW rock band?
Oh, yeah, the Tauren Overlords or whatever.
Yeah. Level 60 Tauren Chieftain? What is
Yeah,
it?
it's a level 100 elite Tauren chieftain or something like that. I don't know. So they're working on a song with a fictional influencer named Seraphine. Oh my god! Like League of Legends. Tell me about this. You must know.
I don't know anything about it. That's the thing. Like, they have the KDA song in Beat Saber, and now it's like, oh, okay, this is an actual group, and it's a good song. I mean, it's a real group for sure, but it's they're fictional people.
These
but
are
there's
like
real voices.
This is like the
behind whole
Gorillas,
thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
And I just saw this and I was like, "Fucking this game, man! Like this game, seriously." I guess League of Legends is popular in Korea. I guess,
It's popular everywhere.
but in particular Korea.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that makes a little more sense to me. But unfortunately, on Reddit, I'll see stuff, and it'll be like, they'll talk about whatever reason I'll see the K-pop stuff, and I'm just like, this is not for me. But there's people talking about this KDA group, and then I read this thing, it's like they're not even friggin' real. Like, this is some Milli Vanilli shit going on.
Oh,
here,
yeah,
man.
it's definitely
Kids,
some
ask
Milli
your
Vanilli
parents,
shit.
kids, about Milli Vanilli. But and then it's a fake influencer. Like, the real ones are bad enough. Do we need a fake one too? I'm sorry. It really rubbed me the wrong way when I learned all this terrible information. The Witcher 3 is coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X. That's tight, dude.
Yeah.
That's so tight.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
But the best part is, if you already own it, it's free.
Oh hell yeah.
It's a free upgrade.
That's the ticket right there.
Man, CD Projekt Red is like, they're the bosses, dude. They're the best. Like, everything they do is just legit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't
They
think
got.
I've played any of their
You
games.
never played The Witcher?
Is
The
that
Witcher 2?
like a RPG, open world
Yes,
RPG?
Sure, absolutely.
Sure haven't.
Third-person action RPG. Difficult battle system. Very difficult battle system. This would be right up your alley for an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had time to play an
You
RPG.
put it on Death March difficulty, you'd be dying all the time. You'd love it. You'd love every second of it.
Oh yeah, I love that reload.
Actually, it's not too bad.
Save reload. Yeah.
It's not too bad. But these guys, The Witcher 3 came out. They did all these quality of life improvements, made the game way better. They put out these 2 awesome expansions. They got the thing on the Xbox One X. Looks great. Everything's great. Then they're like, yeah, we're going to put it out on the PS5 and the Xbox One. Fucking Xbox Series X. Jesus Christ, this name. Seriously, dudes. It's going to be free if you already own it. You put the disc in, you can play it. It's going to look awesome. They're doing everything right with Cyberpunk. Is that what it's called?
Yep. 2077.
That game's going to be legit too. Same thing. You buy it on the Xbox One, it'll play it on the Xbox One X. These guys are incredible. The other thing with this Witcher 3 is Cyberpunk. CD Projekt Red has said no. They want to make games on the PS5 and the Xbox One $69 USD. They're like, no, we don't play that way, homie. $59, we're staying at that price.
Yeah.
These guys are legit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to play The Witcher again. I'm just looking for an excuse.
In 4K 60?
I ain't got a 4K TV, but sure.
Time to do something about that.
Oh, man. I ain't looking to do that, though. I ain't looking to spend any money on a TV. I want to wait till this one, the screen, the whites are yellow, and then I'll get a new TV. That's how it goes.
Is it a plasma?
No.
Is it LCD?
Yes, it is. Well, I was just thinking of my last one. I had this rear projection that I got.
Oh, God.
And it was from... Why did I buy it? For when the HDMI cable came out for the Xbox One. The original Xbox.
OG Xbox.
OG Xbox. Because I bought the HDMI cable for that. That's the TV I had until 4 years ago, and then I got this one. Yeah, okay, I need a new TV. Get off my case, all right? Fuck. Leave me alone. Good gravy. Speaking of not needing a new TV...
And good gravy.
The Nintendo had their little Nintendo Direct. Lots of news in there. We're not going to do it all. This specific one spoke to me.
Oh, it's this specific one that speaks to a lot of people.
Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy in a combo pack coming to Switch.
Is it in a combo pack?
I'm pretty sure it's the triple. The triple
trifecta.
Well, that's they're doing the All-Stars again, and it's whatever. I never really played Mario 64, because I never had an N64 until way late, so I never really played it.
We're on a new speedrunning category.
Which is, what, these 3 games in a row?
64 Switch.
64 Switch, I
80%.
guess so. Sunshine I played a lot of, which I liked a lot, except for those stupid red coin missions or whatever, where they take your little flood jetpack away, and you can't use it. That was rude, because you've been using it all game, flying around, and then actually, no, you don't get to use it anymore.
You don't get to.
And I never played Galaxy.
I never played Galaxy either.
Cool, awesome combo pack. The main thing, though, that I'm buying this physically. And you're going to buy this physically. You don't have a Switch.
I don't have a Switch.
But you're going to buy this physically, too. And I'll tell you why. This is a limited time thing. They're only making it for 4 months or something like that.
I might have to buy one.
This is a collector's item just because of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nintendo is they got the business savvy and they're making money and everything, but they do the stupidest shit sometimes, man. If they were still printing Pokemon DS games, they'd be selling out all the time, but they just stopped making them. They could do a run of a Game Boy game, and they would still be selling them. They just don't do it.
No.
It's crazy. These games hold their value all the time, and then they're doing this limited edition thing.
And they go up in value.
I'm going to buy at least one copy, and I don't want to buy any physical copies, because, it's future landfill, but, seriously, this is a collector's item guaranteed. Guaranteed.
4 months of sales. So I wonder
Something
how many
that.
they're printing.
They're going to print as many as they can, and then they're going to stop. But, I was just this is a limited edition thing. You got to buy it. So, and 3 good games, too.
So it's launching on September 8th, and it'll be available up until March 31st.
Yes. So I'm assuming there's a physical release. Maybe there's not even a physical release. Could you imagine how bad it would be if it was digital only and they stopped selling it on March 31st? Seriously. Nintendo, come on.
So they're gonna be putting together an optimized version of Super Mario 64, which means it might not be able to be sped run the way that people speed run it for Zero Star.
Maybe.
Because 0 star any percent is just, it's insanity. The amount of precision you need to do it.
Yeah, machine learning. So, yeah, and then they're doing the, lost levels and stuff like that. I haven't played a Mario game since Sunshine. I never played Odyssey or anything like that.
I think I've played a Mario game since Sunshine.
Yeah. It's about time I do again. Limited edition? Seriously.
So it doesn't look like there is going to be a physical release.
Well,
it doesn't say that there's going to be a physical release.
Okay, even still, if it's not even physical, if it's digital only, seriously, and it's a limited time, no, come on, seriously, Nintendo, why they gotta do this? It's so dumb.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity on Nintendo's part. But I mean, they might not be able to get it printed or whatever. I don't know.
Rocket League.
Rocket League.
You ever played Rocket League?
I've played Rocket League a couple times.
Yeah, I did too.
Good game.
It was fine.
It's free now.
I've heard
It's
is
definitely free to play. And great news, you won't on your console system. You will not need PS Plus or Nintendo Switch Online
to play online.
You will, however, need Xbox Gold.
Yeah, I didn't realize this. Apparently, this has been a thing for a while. I just saw this and I was like, who owns Rocket League now? I can't remember. Epic? I think Epic owns them. I'm pretty sure Epic owns them.
Sony bought them. It's probably
It was Epic. I was like, how do they get away with not having the online service? But apparently, PlayStation Plus and Switch Online, you don't need it to play some of these games online.
I didn't realize that either.
Like Warframe, you don't need a PlayStation Plus or Switch Online to play or anything like that, but you do need Xbox Live Gold. So I don't know how Microsoft can justify that, really. These games are peer-to-peer, I believe. So they don't need any server.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they need matchmaking, but I mean, I guess Rocket League's probably match-made through their own server because they have cross-play with everything.
Yeah.
It's just Microsoft, come on, seriously. You got to get with the program here. This is one thing where Microsoft's lagging behind. Am I going to play Rocket League? Probably not. I played it once. That was probably all I needed to do.
Play it here and there.
I mean, it didn't help that I played with our mutual pal, Slint, who was just like fucking flying through the sky and hitting the ball before I could even get to it.
Yeah, he might be a pretty good player.
I got like 5 touches when we played for like 4 hours. So I had more fun just making my car look so stupid. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I was not aware that there were certain games that you did not need PS Plus or Switch Online to play.
Me either. I had no idea. And yeah, good for Sony. They're actually doing something correct for a change. If anyone, I would have thought for sure they would have been like, no, you have to pay. You have to pay.
Well, I mean,
nothing's free.
In the PlayStation 3, you didn't have to pay.
Yeah, I know, and they always said it'd be free online, and then, oh, by the way, PS4 you do got to pay to play online.
Yeah,
like, sorry,
you need servers. We need servers.
Yeah, okay, whatever, Sony. I mean, it's not like they don't make an insignificant amount of money from those. Those subscriptions make a ton of bucks.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of bucks, I don't know.
Tons of bucks?
No, probably not.
All the bucks?
This is a little weird story for us here because neither of us play this game. Did you? You played before, right?
Magic the Gathering?
The Magic the
Gathering. I've played Magic the Gathering here and there.
Magic the Gathering game.
I got a whole bunch of boxes of Magic over there.
I don't anymore. I got rid of mine. But apparently, next year, there's going to be a Dungeons & Dragons Magic the Gathering card set.
The Zendikar set, it looks like, is going to be getting a bunch of Dungeons & Dragons based.
No, the Zendikar one is the next expansion. Yes, the one that's coming sometime after that is going to be the D&D one.
Oh, okay.
And it's a Forgotten Realms based one. So the first question is like, is Elminster going to be in it? Is Drizzt going to be in it?
I don't know.
I would think they'd have to be. So, yeah, in 2021 sometime, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms is coming to Magic the Gathering. I haven't played Magic the Gathering in... Oh, God.
Oh, it's going to be a full Black Bordered standard legal set, too. So
Yep.
It's not going to be special. They're all going to be
It's going to be legal, playable. I haven't played Magic the Gathering in like 20 years, probably. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, interesting.
I haven't played in a few months.
Actually, I guess I played a few hands online in the Magic the Gathering arena. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, I played that. But when I saw Forgotten Realms, man, I was like, oh.
You might have to buy a box.
No buying a box. I might look at all the cards online, but I ain't buying no box of these things. It's just a dangerous slope to start on. So they're like, oh, I'll buy the boost starter pack. Well, like a couple boosters here and there won't hurt. Oh, and then I have 40,000 cards now. Hate when that happens.
I was talking to some friends, and they were talking about it. I think there might have been spoilers for it, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'll have to look and see.
We have there does not say anything about any spoilers.
I want to check it out. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes, anyways. Yeah, I haven't played in 20 years. It'd be fun to play, I guess, but there's so many new rules now that...
Yeah, I might go down and play the pre-release of the new Zendikar set coming out.
Wow, what a nerd.
Yeah, well, pre-release is probably the best time to play Magic the Gathering.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
Just because it's just so fun. You get up, it's like Friday morning
Mm-hmm.
at midnight.
Oh,
Thursday
God.
night at midnight.
Oh, God.
You go in because that's when they're legally allowed to sell the sets.
Sounds terrible already.
And you play a sealed, I think it's called sealed,
Okay.
where you get a pack and then like a pre-release pack, which has a bunch of cards in it.
Uh-huh.
You get like a special dude, depending on what color you pick.
Uh-huh.
And then you get a bunch of packs, and you just make a deck out of those packs,
Uh-huh.
and everyone's kind of even Stevens.
Okay.
There's no money buys power on that.
Okay, all
It's
right.
just luck of the draw.
What's the body odor rating in that place?
Low.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
In the previous place, it was very high,
Okay.
but now it's low because the building's bigger and has better circulation.
Because these cardboard nerds stink.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last night.
Oh, were
as
you?
well.
I believe it. I believe it. That's you can't. No, God, just have a shower before you go. Even if you're waking up at 11:30, all you gotta do, just do a quick run through the shower. It's easy. Put on some deodorant.
Yeah, a little.
It's
extra
not about
deodorant's
you.
fine.
It's about me. No one wants to smell you. Yeah. Yeah. I used to play a bunch of Magic way back in the day. Like I was a revised boy. That's when I played.
Yeah, that's
So.
when I got into it too.
Yeah, but then it was like, why am I spending so much money on these pieces of cardboard that aren't worth nothing? So I stopped.
Because it's a fun game.
Yeah, but you don't need to buy them all. You don't need them all. I
Not
mean,
like Pokemon?
don't you ever disparage Pokemon again? Oh, man. So, I saw this story here, and it was more about what Ridley Scott said about this ad than the actual ad.
Yeah.
This is the
Epic's jab at Apple doing the Apple ad in Epic style.
the parody
in Fortnite
of the Macintosh ad from the 80s, 1984. So it's basically a shot-for-shot thing where it's like you got to break away from Big Brother and they throw the big hammer in the screen. And if you haven't seen it, just search on YouTube
Yeah,
for like...
Ridley Scott was the director.
He directed this. So this is Ridley Scott, like director of Aliens. Prometheus. All this stuff. Did he do Blade Runner?
I believe so, yes.
Anyways, lots of science fiction cred, whatever.
Yeah. Big cred, big PP.
But the thing that stood out to me is his quote. He was interviewed by IGN, and he said, like, they were like, what do you think of the commercial? You know, it's a parody / homage to your Apple video and blah, blah, blah. And he says, but pity the message is so ordinary when they could have been talking about democracy or more powerful things. I think the animation was terrific, the idea was terrific, and the message was Did he forget what his commercial was about? Like an Apple computer trying to break away from Microsoft or DOS? Like, his commercial was not some big political statement.
Sure
it was
wasn't.
just a commercial for an Apple computer. Like, I know he's like almost 90 now, I think. He's like 84 or something like that. I think he needs a publicist.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has one, but like seriously, he's making out like his original commercial was some big political statement and like whatever, where the Fortnite commercial was exactly the same message.
Exactly the same message.
Exact same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So his head's a little up his own ass right here, I think.
Yeah, maybe he's remembering things differently.
I mean, it was a long time ago, but seriously, still, it was just like, come on, dude, this is exactly the same thing. Legitimately, the exact same message.
Yeah.
Like, break away from DOS. Or break away from the Apple, the iOS store.
Yeah,
like,
break away from the iOS
wow.
store. It's just turning the tables.
So, I just was kind of shocked about that.
Yeah,
so.
that's kind of weird.
It's not really anything other than that to say about it. It just seems like a weird, really weird thing.
Now, here's something big. This is pretty big. This is pretty large. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say it's pretty large.
All right.
Walmart
Mhm.
is introducing a new thing called Walmart Plus, which is essentially like Amazon Prime, but for Walmart.
So you can get great value stuff
You get
delivered to your house.
great value stuff delivered straight to your house.
Okay.
And it's going to be I say it's similar to Amazon Go Grocery. You just go in and you can do it with like the Walmart Plus app. You can go into their store.
Mm-hmm.
You can just pick up whatever and charge it to the app and then just walk out. You don't have to go through any lines, checkout lines.
Really?
Yeah. So it's going to be $98 a year or $12.95 a month. You get unlimited delivery, 15-day free trial period, and just like 2-day delivery too.
Okay.
Of anything from Walmart. But the big thing is doing the Walmart Plus. And you go scan all your stuff into your app, and it charges through the app, and you just go in. You don't have to stand in any lines. You just go out.
So how do they know I'm not just stealing stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to have to make specific Walmart Plus stores where everything is monitored, highly monitored.
Or every single item has a friggin' radio tag on it.
Yeah. Well, with the Amazon Go Grocery, it's not like that. Nothing has a radio tag on it. They have pressure sensors and video cameras to see when you're going somewhere to pick something up.
Uh-huh. But what if I pick up this mug and the sensor said, oh, he took a mug. And then I'm like, oh, I actually don't want this mug. I put it down.
If you put it down somewhere else, you're going to get charged.
Oh, man. So you can't even look at it? Like
you can look at it, but just put it back where it belongs.
Oh God, they're getting rid of shelfers' jobs here.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're getting rid of a lot of people's jobs by using this in the Amazon Go Grocery.
I work retail, and I love the idea of not having to talk to someone who works in a retail store when I'm shopping. I
mean, people are still going to be there to stock shelves, and people are still going to be absolute dickwads and take the meat and put it into the bread.
Disgusting, disgusting. Is this available in Canada?
It's not available in Canada. Not yet. I don't know how they're going to be rolling this launch out, but there's only the Amazon Go grocery stores. There's only 2 in the States, and there's a third one coming. Mm-hmm. There's one in California. There's one in Washington, and there's going to be another one coming to I think it's called Reading in Seattle.
Oh yeah,
Seattle, Washington, Reading, Seattle, Reading, Readington, Seattle.
Oh sure, why not? Do you get like Walmart Prime Video with this too?
I doubt it.
So why would I get Walmart Plus?
I think the only reason you would get it is if you are a heavy Walmart shopper, or
if you're a heavy Walmart shopper, you don't have a cell phone. You can't afford pants.
I mean, it's just like Amazon Plus, where it's just you get that free shipping and 2-day delivery and stuff like that.
I guess so. I guess on Walmart's website there is stuff sold by third-party vendors too. So if that's part of it too, I guess maybe. But just I don't know.
The only reason I would get it is if I was going into the store regularly, because I hate going in the store. But I hate going in the store.
Yeah.
And I don't shop there regularly, so there's no point in getting it.
I know some people really love Walmart, but
oh yeah.
Have you ever bought anything on Walmart online?
No.
Yeah, I can't see myself ever using this.
I go to if I'm going to Walmart online, it means I'm going to see if they have anything up at the store that I want. Because I don't want to wait for it. I want it now.
Yes, fair enough.
Or I'm researching prices and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it seems interesting, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like something I would use unless they sweeten it up, especially for friggin' $13 a month. How much is Amazon Prime? $10.95?
I don't know.
That's $13 American.
$60 a year?
Yeah. They have to really sweeten the deal for me there.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon Prime is such a good deal.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're ordering from Amazon Prime.
I don't order that much from Amazon, but I still have it.
I order at least one thing a week.
But it's like, you got Amazon Prime, you got Prime Video, you got Prime Gaming. Like,
yeah.
Even if all I used was Prime Video, that's a good deal.
Yeah, the value is there for sure. It doesn't matter what you're using it for.
Friggin' Jeff Bezos. Bastard.
Yeah. Stop making things that I use all the time. Son of a bitch.
Guy. Grow some hair, buddy.
Wow.
That's just like they said in Star Trek. Like, Picard's bald. Can't solve that in the future.
Sure can't.
No way to fix it. Sorry. Nope. Bald for life.
Yep. Follically challenged.
Hate when that happens. Well, it looks like we're getting near the end of the old podcast arena here. Unless you have something else you want to talk about in between this and the Weebus Plebus.
Well, we got one more article, but we can save that to talk about before Weebus Plebus, since it is anime-based.
It is anime-based.
It is anime-based.
Let's take a little smidgen of a break, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah. We are.
You know what time it is now?
It's time to talk
Everybody's
about anime.
everybody's favorite segment. Weebus Plebus.
Weebies.
Barely get it out.
But first, we're going to talk about...
well, I mean, this is part of the Weebus Plebus.
It's kind of part of Weebus Plebus.
The anime segment.
Little anime segment, yes. Shenmue.
Yes.
The anime.
Yes.
They're going to do an anime.
Yes.
Coming to Crunchyroll and Adult Swim.
I can get behind this one 100%.
And it's from the director of One Punch Man. Which means...
Yes. I don't think he directed it all, but I think he directed some.
A couple episodes?
I think that's what it
Well,
was.
that's going to be good.
Yes.
Well, they have to get the voice acting right.
Yes.
It has to
They
be
got to use
Shenmue.
the guy. So, Ryo was played by a guy. You know how he was chosen for the role?
How?
Yu Suzuki saw his headshot and was like, he looks like Ryo. That's who we're going to use. He
That's who we're
looks
gonna
like
use?
him. Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yes. That's how they chose him. Did you ever play Shenmue?
I have not played Shenmue.
Oh my god. I played the shit out of
I know
Shenmue
you
on the
did.
Dreamcast. Oh my god, I love that game. I wrote a FAQ.
It's currently still there.
It's still on GameFAQs.
Still on
Incomplete, but it's still there. And oh my god, this game, reading the previews about it, when you can do anything, you can pick up a cup and you can look at the cup and put the cup back down and stuff like that. I was sold from day one. I love that game. And I still haven't played Shenmue 3, but I'm stoked for this. I'm assuming that's just going to be like a retelling of the first game, basically, and then go from there. But I can't recommend Shenmue for anybody. Like the game, the anime maybe, but not the game.
It seems like that the guy who directed One Punch Man, his credits include One Punch Man and Naruto. He's going to be doing the whole thing.
Yes, but like, what does that mean? That his credits include, what was his credit? Producer?
I don't know.
Yeah. So crediting in these things are a little weird sometimes. It'll say like, I remember as a side tangent, there was a movie that came out. I can't remember the exact movie, but it was like from the producers of Paranormal Activity, because it had Oren Peli as one of the producers on it. And I heard an interview with them one time, and they were like, "Oh, you produced this movie? Like, what did that encompass?" And they were like, they came to me and said, "Do you want to produce this movie?" And I said yes, and they put my name on it, and then that was the end of it. I was a producer. So, yeah, credits and these things are weird that way.
Hilarious.
But I mean, this story will be so stupid. Like, in the game, Ryo could never say like, "Hey, I want some information about the day my dad was murdered." He couldn't say that. He'd go, "Do you have any recollection of what happened on that rainy day?" And then they'd find out, oh, it was some sailors. And you just go around town, "I'm looking for some sailors." So I don't know what they're gonna do for the story here.
It's if they keep it traditional to the game, it's going to be
man.
wacky.
I'm excited either way. You got Landy, you got Ryo. We're getting my girl Nozomi, who spent her summers in Canada. Oh baby, I'm ready for this. This is my kind of anime. I think probably not, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean they might voice act it, talking.
No,
regular.
they gotta get the guy that played Ryo, man. They got to. He's just so emotionless. Oh my god, it'll be great. It'll be great.
Emotionless and flat and
Oh, dude.
punctuated weird oddly.
I gotta get Shenmue 3 and see what's going on with that. I gotta do it. I haven't done it yet, but I gotta do it. Seriously. But yeah.
I'm definitely interested in see what it's gonna be like.
And the old Crunchyroll, I might need to borrow your login.
Yes, I mean you will once we start watching other things.
Oh, other animus?
Other animus.
Well, speaking of animus, what anime did we watch this week?
We watched the OG Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D, the first anime movie I ever watched that I didn't even remember I watched it. We watched that one again. We should recap what Weebus Plebus is for anyone listening in.
Listening in.
I guess you tune in to radio, right?
You can tune it in.
You
yes,
have to.
Yes.
To tell them what's going on here.
KurbStomped
That's me.
does not watch and or like anime.
Well, I mean, I never watched it, and I just you can't say I never watched it. I watched enough to be like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
And so a lot of his followers and viewers have been wanting him to watch all these animes.
Yes.
And he's like, no, not going to do it. So we've made a special section of the podcast dedicated to watching and talking about anime.
And what did we watch so far?
We have watched Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third.
Cagliostro.
I believe that was rated 6 weebs out of 10.
Yes, we watched Akira.
Akira, which was rated 8 weebs out of 10.
And now Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D. I'll save my weeb rating till the end.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, this movie is probably why I didn't want to watch anime.
Yeah?
Yeah, I watched this back and I was like, oh yeah, this is everything I don't like about anime. It's got... Sorry, go ahead.
I love the world in this anime.
Yeah, it's
where
okay.
It's futuristic, but it's also like demons and
yeah,
monsters
that's
and
fine.
stuff like that. I loved a lot of the ideas and stuff going
Sure.
on in there. But what I didn't love is the first thing you're probably going to talk about,
Which is
long, sweeping shots of main characters
Yes.
and nothing.
There's a
going on.
lot of that, a lot of wasted time.
A lot of wasted time. Like they padded out the movie with a lot of just
And it wasn't
sweeping
even
shots.
long. The movie was like...
No, it was like 90 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't long, but there's a lot of wasted time. I watched this on YouTube. Did you watch it on YouTube?
I watched it on YouTube.
Okay, so it had a weird dub from probably like 1985.
Oh yeah, that was the original. That's how I remember it.
Because I was like, you get the Vampire Hunter D in there, and she's like, oh, let's go find my brother Dan. And then what was her name? Like Dory or something like
Doris.
that? Doris. I was like,
Dan and Doris.
what are these names? Yeah, there's a lot of wasted time where it's just like, oh yeah, here comes the Vampire Hunter D, and he's riding his horse
Yeah.
and doing nothing. But
Yeah. And then they sweep in from the left and show him. And then they sweep in from the back.
But
and
what I
show 'em.
really
And then
don't
from the
like-
top and show 'em.
what I really don't like in anime is when they have an action shot and the Vampire Hunter D is coming in with his sword, and it's just like a still shot of the maybe his cape's blown in the wind, and it's just speed smears in the background, like nothing happening, and he's coming down with his sword, not moving, and I'm like, I remember when I was young watching this kind of thing, I'm like, this is a still picture I'm looking at. This isn't a
That's a
cartoon.
classic anime trope.
I hate it.
That's a classic anime style.
That is, I just, none of that was in Akira. There was nothing like that in Akira.
Well, Akira had a bit more of a budget.
That's fine, okay, but like, this is why, like, it just looked like it was like a $12 movie. Like, the animation did nothing for me. And just the pausing on an action shot with a screaming face, like, it just does not do it for me. But yeah, the voice, I mean, this would probably have been better if it was subbed rather than dubbed, because the voice, especially of the rich prick in the town that was trying to date Doris or whatever, his voice was like stereotypically annoying,
Oh yeah.
like hoity-toity style.
Oh yeah. Everything was all the voices were kind of stereotypical.
The like amount of coincidental stuff happening really did not do it for me either. It's like, did the Vampire Hunter have a name, or was he just Vampire Hunter D?
D.
That's just it?
That's just his name, Mr. D.
He's getting hunted by a ghost leopard out of nowhere. A ghost leopard's attacking him, and he's like, how can I get escape from this guy? My sword doesn't do any damage. I know, I'll punch a hole in this wall and go through it. Okay, he does. The leopard can't follow him through the wall. Okay, whatever. He ends up being right in front of the bad guys through this wall he punched.
Yep.
And then he's standing on the pit that drops out underneath him. It's just like, who wrote this? Like a 12-year-old?
Yeah, there was a lot of coincidental stuff going on, but
And then it's like, oh, the doctor comes to take Doris to the hideaway hole. And they're going up the mountain. And, oh, no, he's a vampire. And, well, while we're here, I'll just rip off your dress and have your boob hang out.
oh yeah, a lot of panty shots, a lot of boob shots.
It's like, just everything about it was just rubbing me the wrong way. So this was one of the first. This was like the first. I think actually I watched this as a doubleheader with my friend who was like, "We got to watch Vampire Hunter D. It's been banned, man. It's banned in Canada." And then we watched like either probably Heavy Metal or like Flesh Gordon afterwards. So it probably did not help either that these two other movies that I hated we watched afterwards. So it probably soured me a lot on anime. But this was like everything. I remember watching it back then and be just like, that was so dumb.
Yeah, it does a little bit of world building, and the world building is great. I love the world that they're
Yeah, it
in.
was interesting, but they didn't
And-
explain anything too much.
No, they don't. They definitely don't. They don't then explain.
Like he's
why
shooting,
it's
Dan's
holidays.
shooting at a ghost with a gun, and then
Yeah, and then they reuse that same
Yes,
scene
yes,
later on in
yes,
the movie.
the exact
which is kinda
same
lame.
one.
Yeah, it looks like they have a farm, and they're trying to do the farming. But
Yes.
there's all these demons and stuff. And
And
they
they're
have
eating
these
their
protective
cows.
barriers outside, and they
Yeah.
have to turn off. It's all electrical. I'm a fan of
And then, like,
post-apocalyptic kind of demons, monsters thing.
You didn't find out till later, like, Doris and her dad were hunting a werewolf, and then the main bad vampire killed him, I think. But you didn't know that was her dad till later in the movie.
Does he actually? At the start?
I can't rember. She was fighting. Okay, is she alone?
I think it's her alone. Just
I was so confused.
Else, and then a werewolf comes out, and it's like, oh,
and then,
the werewolf kills her horse.
Oh yes, it's her horse that gets killed.
And then the main vampire comes down. He's like, I'm 10,000 years old and really bored, so I'm gonna take a human wife.
Yeah, I'm gonna bone the shit out of you later, but first you got to go home and wait for it.
Yeah, you got to go home and wait for it. You can't just take you now. It's against the rules.
Exactly.
It's against vampire code.
Exactly. I mean, obviously the Vampire Hunter D has the vampire code. He wasn't a vampire. He's a Dhampir.
So he essentially find out at the end of the movie that he is son of Dracula.
Yes.
The OG vampire.
Yes. And
Dracula.
He resists his temptation to just munch down on Doris.
Yeah.
When she's like throwing herself at him.
Oh, take my blood. Oh, D.
Yes, exactly. This one, didn't do it for me. Maybe, who knows? Like, maybe if back in the day, it was like, hey, we're going to watch Akira. Things would have turned out differently. But this time it was like, hey, we're going to watch Vampire Hunter D. And it was just like...
Yeah, your friend just did it because they're boobies.
Yeah, and the Lamia's boobies, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm the weird one, but the cartoon boobies didn't do anything for me.
You might be the weird one.
I could be the weird one, I guess. I don't know. And then the faces on these guys, like...
Oh, yeah, that's classic 80s style anime face.
God, the one vampire chick with her, like, friggin' bangs that only came down 1/4 of an inch on her forehead.
That's some Bulma style right there.
What does that mean?
That's Dragon Ball.
Oh, God. Some Toriyama artwork right there.
Yeah.
Looked like just terrible.
I gotta say, it was extremely anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like the battle of D versus main vampire guy. I can't remember his name now.
I don't even know.
Super anticlimactic.
Strahd? Was his name Strahd? I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember how they fought. Like, literally, I don't remember. And I watched it this morning.
Yeah, they didn't really fight.
I watched it this morning.
You watched it this morning?
Yeah.
I watched it last night.
I don't even remember the end battle.
Yeah, that's because it was non-memorable.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, I'm going to overpower you with my laser eyes. Hey, I got better blue eyes because I'm, an ancient. And they're like, oh my god.
Yes.
Dead. Good.
So, what I did like that stood out to me was when Vampire Hunter D goes into the castle and there's all these creepy friggin' crawlies, mutants and shit, and they look disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
The designs were like cool, but they had like 2 cells of animation. And they just flipped back and forth, and it just did not look good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Akira spoiled me for this sort of grossness. Because, like, Akira, when, like, Tetsuo is, like, becoming a space baby, and it's just disgusting, but it's so well animated.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's a main plot point right there.
Yeah, but, like, everything in Akira was well animated.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in this, it was just, like, not much was well animated. Like, some of the artwork and designs and everything were cool, but the animation just sucked.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, they did a lot of skimping on the animation, a lot of reusing animation cells, and
so this one was my least favorite of anything we watched so far. This would be rated 4 weebs out of 10.
4 weebs out of 10. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
So we're gonna think about something to watch for next week. We might transition into a series, like an older series.
Is the way to go.
Maybe we should watch.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Can't name.
Describe it.
Don't work. It's a giant mech.
Robotech.
No.
Evangelion.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one. Evangelion. We should
Is
watch
that a
either
series?
Robotech, Evangelion.
Okay. We can do that.
We could watch One Punch Man.
Okay.
That's a newer one.
That's a new one.
But because we were just talking about it with the Shenmue guy,
yes.
maybe we should do that.
Well, there's also like, what have we watched so far? We watched the Crime Caper one. We watched the post-apocalyptic Neo Tokyo one, and we watched the like sort of post-apocalyptic or, well, yeah, but like medieval supernatural one. What other genres? One Punch, I guess, is sort of almost superhero-like.
Yeah, superhero.
Evangelion is like a futuristic Neo Tokyo almost.
Yeah.
Like what other?
Robotech is
yeah,
modern.
futuristic.
Modern.
No, it's modern.
It's modern.
Oh, I watched like 5 minutes of Robotech one time, I think. I remember when I was in like grade 7 or something like that. Someone had all these RPG books for like Robotech or something like that.
Yeah, right there.
No, not you. Not you. I didn't know you back then. But I think one of my buddies was into that, and I watched it back then. I've never got anime. I don't know.
I grew up with Robotech, so it's one of my all-time favorites.
I grew up with He-Man. But like, is there another genre we could do? Like,
I mean, there's food porn.
No, what?
There's,
no. Food
romance.
porn? What? What is food porn?
Food porn?
Yeah.
That's just shows about food.
An anime about food?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Like what?
We're gonna watch Shokugeki no Soma,
Gesundheit.
which is it's food porn.
Yeah, but what does
and
that
it's
mean?
Super good.
What does that mean?
It's
Food
just-
porn?
It's all just food, and it's cooking and food and
Like, oh, I added
anime
too much
style.
salt.
it's just all food.
I gotta braise this lamb rack right now.
And they
Oh, my
put so much
lord.
effort into the food animation, and it's like, oh, that looks good.
Oh, good gravy.
But in Shokugeki no Soma, all the recipes are real. You can recreate all of them.
Oh, wow.
And I have done so,
Wow.
actually.
Okay.
I did the first episode. They make a certain something, and I made it, and it's really good.
Okay, all right. Okay, just sounds like there was going to be a like replace the tentacle with a cucumber.
I mean, it was made by a studio who previously their only stuff was hentai, so
Okay.
it gets a little bit weird.
Okay.
But it's
I
hilarious.
don't like to get that weird for sure. Yes.
Yeah, there's like magic comedy. We could go harem. We could go reverse
harem. What? What does that mean?
Harem?
Yeah.
It's one main dude character, and then all the other characters are female, and they all live
Oh
together.
my god.
There's reverse harem, where
Oh
one
my
character
God.
is female, and all the other characters
Oh
are male.
my god.
We can watch some sports ones.
Sports.
We can watch some gore fighting.
Gore fighting? What's gore fighting?
I don't know. It's probably not a genre, but it's all just like fighting.
Okay.
That's all it is guys fighting each other and
Okay.
just blood everywhere.
All right. I mean, I don't know what to say.
And then there's plentiful high school drama
Yeah.
romance ones.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds terrible, but I mean, maybe that's something we should look at because I got to expand my vocabulary.
Yeah, we're going to go to all sorts of uncomfortable
Oh,
places.
jeez, Louise. This is just terrible. This is just terrible. I don't... Yeah, I think a series is the way to go. Something I can watch. Maybe not something on YouTube this time, so I can watch
Yeah,
it with like
we
some
can-
not crappy quality.
I say we watch Robotech or...
Okay. Is that on Netflix?
No, it's on Crunchyroll, though. I believe.
Okay.
Either Robotech or... Oh, Robotech's on Prime.
Okay, I have that. Wait, is this like from 1980s?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
What about Dragon Ball? It's
I mean-
hesitation.
If we were going to watch something in the Dragon Ball series, I'd say we watch Z.
Dragon Balls.
And we'd have to watch a lot of it.
No,
'cause
thank you.
Nothing happens.
That doesn't sound good at all.
We might be able to watch an abridged version, but sometimes they make the abridged versions kind of weird.
Um.
And then we'd have to watch it on YouTube.
Oh yeah. No, that's okay. I just.
Or we could do One Punch Man, which is on Netflix.
Yeah, that's pretty new though.
Yeah. If we want to stick with the old theme, then
Well,
we
I
should
mean,
go
I should
Evangelion or
get
Robotech.
some. I don't think we should even move into the 90s yet. I think we should move through the decades slowly.
Move through the decades? All right. Let's do
Well,
it.
you know, I gotta evolve with the anime, right?
Yeah.
You don't just jump straight into, I don't know, Fortnite first. You gotta start with Fall Guys, right?
I guess.
I don't know. What else is a good one?
Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. I've heard of Ghost. Oh yeah, we were doing the Golgo 13. I forgot about that one. But that's sort of probably like a caper one again. All right, what are we doing then? We're gonna do Robotech, right?
Robotech, yeah.
Robotech. Let's watch an hour and 20 minutes worth of Robotech,
So 3-4 episodes.
something like that, and we'll do.
Let me see where. Let me think about where we're going to be in 3 to 4 episodes.
Okay, enter your mind palace.
It's gonna be rough.
Rough.
Yeah,
Why?
because episode 3 and 4, I think, are really boring.
Okay, well, if you can't hook me after that, you're time to just delete it from the internet.
Episode 1 is the hook. Episode 3 and 4 are like, yeah, I could go without this.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Episode 3, I think episode 3 and 4 are just pure character building.
That's like every show, though, so whatever. There's always episodes where it's like you can skip them. You don't need to watch them. Yes. Robotech next weekend. We'll have watched some Robotech. We missed out on the old book game club, so we both didn't have a chance to play any Death Stranding.
Super busy.
I'm gonna make it happen.
You're gonna make it
I'm
happen?
gonna make it happen this time. And if you don't make it happen, you'll just have to listen to me.
Well, I'm in town all week, so
there you go. Easy.
And
You don't have to
Monday
play
is
a lot. It's an hour. It's probably the opening cutscene. It's probably the opening cutscene. Oh no, yeah, I'm saying, but you don't got to.
Yeah.
But an hour opening cutscene. You'll get to the save point. You can turn it off. This is a Kojima.
That's probably what it's going to be.
Kojima
It is a
game,
Kojima
so
game.
You're going to be sitting there for 45 minutes. Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Well, where can they find us?
You can find me at twitch.tv/MikeyT33.
And you can find me twitch.tv/KurbStomped.
At Twitter at Mikura Taisho.
And I'm at KurbStomped. I'm on the gram, Instagram, KurbStomp.ttv.
TTV.
He's
Mikey T Gaming.
Mikey T Gaming. And as well on Facebook, Mikey T Gaming.
Mikey T Gaming.
KurbStomp Gaming.
Don't forget the 33s.
Don't forget the 33s. Look for the podcast on your podcast provider of choice. Make sure you hit that 5-star review. We only accept 5-star reviews.
Yes.
So if you're not doing
put in
5,
a 4-star review, it will be rejected by the system.
do not even try it. Just put 5s. Share this with your friends.
Do share
Anyone
it around.
that you think would enjoy it, please share. Will help us out a bunch. We're having a good time doing it, but it only gets better when there's more people listening. If you have any comments, questions, inquiries, did I say suggestions? Suggestions?
Just hit us up on Twitter.
Hit us Twitter.
Sit Void Podcast.
Or check out our Discords. You can find a link on our Twitch pages. You know what we need? We need just the thing that says go to MikeyT.tv and everything's there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we doing all this other bullshit?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's like we're rookies or something.
We could be.
Absolutely. All right. Well, have a fine week, everybody. We'll catch you when we see you later.